Welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. How y'all doing? Welcome. I hope you're having another good Thursday. Today it is the 19th of July. He said pretty assuredly. Hope you're all having a good enough time. I think this is a bit crooked, huh? Perfect. How you doing? 10 Aces, hi. Hey, that's a name I don't recognize. How you doing in Twitch chat? Thanks for dropping by. Is this your first time around here, or am I being ignorant about names I don't remember? That might be a thing. Oh, we got a stream tonight. We're going to be playing Netrunner for what's usually 3 hours and a bit. We got some cool stuff to do today. Actually, if you haven't noticed, Jinteki.net is like really happening this evening. There's 31 games going on right now, which is a fair bit of games. Rain and Reverie, as of 1:14, has been deployed along with a special treat. I actually don't know what the special treat is. It's a thank you to our contributors. What's that special treat about? I guess we're going to find out. A lot of people playing, so it's going to be very easy to find a game. How's it going, Dumbbrick? Good evening to you as well. How you doing? And Steven, what's up, my dude? What's up? Got 20 minutes of break left. How's it going? How's it at work tonight? Hopefully everything's going okay. Also, Hot Dog Man, what's up? Rip the days and 90 plus games on JNet. Yeah, there was a time where you go on JNet, there was like 100 games sometimes. People, that was like right at the time where Jinteki.net became good. It exists, well, it kind of just came out, and then like a lot of the automation got implemented. I think a big box came out just about the same time, and it was on fire. There was a lot of Netrunner games. How's it going, Hot Dog Man? But that's cool. We're going to get some games in. If you know how the stream works, we generally start with the deck list of the week, which is actually kind of a strange deck list. It's called Worlds Winning Sunny. This didn't win Worlds. But this is Simon Moon's deck list. Let's zoom this in for a second. Yo, Infinite Jester, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Simon Moon, if you don't know, is a guy named Kenny Deacons, referred to a lot in chat as Kenneth. And he's a very strong player from the New York area. Top tables at multiple events. I don't know about Worlds, definitely Nationals. I think he was fighting against Dan D'Argenio for US Nationals last year, maybe something around that. But definitely a very strong player, and this is kind of a joke deck. It seems it's not. I don't think a particularly good deck. It's definitely not terrible. But if you read the story here underneath my face, it talks about how Josh 01, who's Josh Wilson, Canadian National Champion last year, very strong Netrunner player too. We have a lot of footage of him from US Nationals 2016 on this YouTube channel. Said he wanted to make. He thought the best cards, or at least the best Anarch cards, maybe the best cards in Rain and Reverie were Divide and Conquer and Guinea Pig. So Simon made a Sunny deck that spends basically nearly 25 influence on those cards alone. I don't think it's great, but we're going to try it for fun. And you see even like Josh puts in chat, please take this down, which is really funny. Taki, how's it going? Yeah, it's a super bizarre deck. Real Neil, them Mumbat happened, yeah. Yeah, Mumbat did happen. That slowed the game down a bit, but we're still good. The game is really great right now. Date, how's it going up in YouTube? First time I've tuned in so early. Welcome. It's not even 9 o'clock, so we're real fresh. Steven, I believe Kenny was 2 spots outside of day 2 last Worlds, unfortunately. Bummer. I know he's a very strong player, and so this is the deck they built. Now, Sunny actually got some really good cards in Rain and Reverie. It's only 1 card, really, and that's Office Supply. It's actually maybe 2 cards, and this card is insane. One of the things that Sunny really needed was Burst Economy in the early game and card draw, and this card can do both of it. The Burst Economy portion is generally better in the late game when you play this as another Sure Gamble. It costs 0, sometimes gain you 4 credits. That's only if you're stacking Link, and a lot of decks don't like stacking. A lot of the more modern Sunny decks don't actually play like Rabbit Hole or Stack Link. So this card is either generally an easy mark or pay 1 to 2 credits to draw 4 cards, and that's actually still really good because there is no neutral card draw in this game besides Sports Hopper. And I guess like Deuces Wild and other things you have to spend influence on, which is pretty cool to have this. Now, these are the 2 cards we're playing. Guinea Pig doesn't make any sense to me in Sunny, considering you're going to be holding a lot of combo cards in hand. Cards like the Black Hat and the White Hat. These generally stay in hand until a power turn, so I don't get this at all. But then Divide and Conquer is actually a really good card, and we're still waiting on a UFAC on this one. But the idea is you pay 3 credits, 4 influence card, mind you. You access Archives, you make a run, you access Archives. After that, you access the top of R&D, or you access 1 card in HQ, excuse me, and then the top card of R&D. All roads lead to Rome. Well, that's a big deal. Sunny has a card called Black Hat that click 1, The Corp can trace 4. That generally doesn't even matter. You generally pay 1 or 2 credits to play this. And then every time the Divide and Conquer sees HQ or R&D for the rest of the turn, you're going to be seeing 3 cards. So it's Run Archives, see 3 in HQ, 3 in R&D. And that's pretty cool. It also combos with Turning Wheel to be absolutely absurd. Which is cool. That's kind of what's going on here. The other cool combo card, that Sunny got in this Reign of Reverie is DJ Fenris. And this is kind of like a rebirth, allows Sunny to have some flexibility because Sunny is one of the few runner identities like Valencia that has no value past turn 1. Actually, that's not even true because you lose the 2 link. Maybe this is not the best, but you can rebirth. There's a couple, there's a fair bit of G mods that you can become that actually have 1 link. I don't know if any of them are that good though. I don't even know. Is this good? This doesn't seem great. But yeah, I guess you could be, what's her name? Reina Roja has a link. You could, if you're playing Citadel Sanctuary, become maybe Eliza Talking Thunder to get card draw and remove the tag with Citadel Sanctuary. There could be some something there, but I don't know. Maybe that's not great. DJ Fenris doesn't equal rebirth. Human, how's it going? Guinea pig, work must be slow for poor Sunny. Yeah, right. It's flavorful at least. It's, you know, she's busy. It's not actually rebirth. You don't lose your link. Oh yeah, shit. Right. I'm goofing it. This doesn't rebirth you. This is an additional ability. Sorry, it's a connection. So you gain down on top of that. So that's great. So you keep Sunny's and then have another ability. Strictly great. Don't question it. It's good. DLC also might combo with the turtle. Yeah, Divide and Conquer does potentially combo with the turtle, Amakua, but as you notice, this deck spends all its influence on this and then, like, these 2 neutral cards. So it doesn't have any cool tricks. It doesn't have stim hacks. It doesn't have any, like, Street Peddler card draw. It doesn't have a restricted card. A lot of Sunny decks run, like, Clone Chip or Tapworm for more money, or Clot, which is not a restricted card, but Clone Chip with Clot is a restricted card. So, I don't know. This seems like a very straightforward deck that might just be not great. It's very easy to draw into bad hands with this one, right? Like, you really need to start with opening, daily cast, folding, or underworld contact, or you have very little money. This hand's probably not even good enough. These cards are going to be in our hand for a while. We can't afford to play them. We'll give it a shot, though, regardless. I think Sunny got a huge boost by Office Supplies, and I think Sunny is probably a really good deck right now. The question is more, what's the meta on the Corp side? It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of people are playing Surveyor right now, which is one of the best cards on the Corp side right now, and that's technically a trace card. So Power Tap gets value. Having 2 link gets some value. Having 2 link against Trace 8 gets you somewhere, I guess, but, you know. World's winning Sunny. If you're just tuning in, by the way, how's it going? This should actually be like this or like this. I think it's like that. World's winning Sunny. If you're just tuning in, how's it going? My name's Andre. It's getting really hot in here because I just turned off the AC, but what else is new? Hopefully you're all doing well. Sunny LeBeau, security specialist. Let's get 50 cards in there. Oh man. So I made dinner. I made some curry, and it finished at like 8:40, which is 5 minutes before we went live. So I didn't eat it. So I'm like pretty hungry. I've been really sleepy lately too. So we're just gonna be doing coffee. We gotta stay hydrated. Hopefully everything will be okay. 33 games, that's really good. Hungry for some agendas, that's right. I like the sound of that. We have some cool snowballing cards. I've never really played in the Sunny deck of my own construction, Another Day, Another Paycheck. But every time Pat, mind you, who you see on this channel regularly, loves Sunny, plays this card all the time, does a lot of work. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's so cool. You know, we keep saying we don't pay enough attention to Keeper Mulligan. What color hat are we wearing today, Jack? White? Do they know that? The last white hat job I claimed. That's so damn cool. We're playing against Titan Transnational, so we have to go fast. This hand's not awful. We have this, which there's only 2 of in the deck. We have money. DJ Fenris, we could become Quetzal. Nothing else is that good. We got card draw. I think we keep this hand. That is rad. Oh, damn. Jellyhead, how's it going? I agree. This is awesome. Wow. That's probably the surprise I talked about. The talkie, yeah, that's great, huh? Oh, Neil. Yo, get ready for a special treat. That's dope. That's so cool. Well done. If you don't know, Neil in Twitch chat is one of the developers on this. Should check it out. That's huge. That's so cool. Alright, what could this be? This could easily be the gun sales, the gun sales. It also could be a reconstruction contract. Generally, we can't trash things that early in the game. We don't have enough money. They kept their hand. There could be an agenda in there. We could run for a single. I think we need to set up, and our setup cards are slow and expensive. We might as well draw up one, see what we get. That's some value. If we play this down, we're pretty far away from Nexus, so we could actually consider just like running HQ, taking a credit. It doesn't get us anywhere that quickly, but if we put this, we're down on 5, and then we can't even threaten the Nexus, and we don't have enough breakers. Let's just see what we're dealing with. DJ Fenris, baby. I don't even know how good it is in this matchup. Consulting Visit, that's actually scary. There's a big chance that this is a kill list if they're playing Consulting Visit. Like, they could be on Hard-Hitting News, the one that we lose 4 credits, Economic Warfare. This is not a very common card you see in Fast Advance decks because 2 credits and a double doesn't actually help you Fast Advance. So I think we're going to play a bit more conservatively. That's really cool. That intro's so cool. A little bit of animation too. Draw gain 2. This didn't go anywhere. Yeah, so what are the G mods? This is a list that's actually like kind of hard to understand. I'm just thinking while we open up. Because it's like, it's strange. It's not particularly intuitive who is and who isn't a G mod, so it's just a list you're going to have to understand. Fenris Liza for card draw. I'm fearing that's a tag-based deck. But with Citadel Sanctuary, that's actually probably the best option we have. Liza Talking Thunder. Let's go see the full cards. But otherwise, Geist doesn't make sense. Chaos Theory is like mediocre. A credit a turn is not bad. Haley's not terrible. But I think Liza is probably the best. Even Los is actually not the worst in the early game. Los or Quetzal. And I love the fact... Oh, we only get the identity, so we don't get the link from Reyna. Okay. Any chance of playing the outfit tonight? Really eager to see it. I think we're going to be playing a lot more Blue Sun. That was the plan for this evening. But it's worth a shot. I don't know how you win. Don't forget that Citadel can help you survive death. Yeah, this one does prevent damage. I think we actually can consider DJ Fenrising and then playing Citadel Sanctuary. I don't know how good that is. I think we actually have to bite the bullet and play Earthrise Hotel, but there's a chance we just get hard-hitting news too. That's a Consulting Visit again. So we can put this down, going down to 6, click for credit. I think we need this card. The thing is we don't have much burst economy in the deck. Like, we can pay a click for 2 credits if we draw into our office supplies, but we don't have burst economy, so going low is kind of hard. We generally have to grind it up. It looks like they might give us a bad pub. Oh, not even. We don't know what that is. Okay. Blue Sun got some love in the box. Gatekeeper's busted. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good Blue Sun cards that came out of Rain and Reverie, and now I just kind of want to try it out because Blue Sun seems fun. Every deck on 3 strike, I don't know if it's that big of a deal because if you have big ice, you still have big ice. You don't need to return it. I kind of like the idea of setting up here. It seems pretty slow and bad, but they're really not rushing us, which is super weird, and we don't know what this is. This is probably an NGO front. Could just be a food. They maybe want the credit differential. No matter what, we're going to go down in credits, which seems pretty bad, but next turn we'll have 5. Maybe that gets us somewhere. Oh, beans. Oh, what have we done? That is something. That's a play, right? Looked like an NGO front. Now they only have 6 credits, which is the best thing, because we have more money than them. But you see, we have so many copies of this in the deck, and this doesn't really do anything at many points. So I think we actually could DJ Fenris, but then I don't know if we even have enough money for that. I think we throw one of these out. I don't want to play 3 credits right now. If they're doing that, I don't know what's in their hand. I think we can get some accesses here. That's a Consulting Visit. How many of those do they have? Biotic Labor. Okay, so maybe they're not on kill. I don't know. But these are no good right now. Next turn we can consider Fenrising and then get Liza up. But we're going to be drawing 2 cards next turn, so... They might be on Punitive. They could be. We're pretty favored against Punitive with all that link. Yeah, maybe they want to do Consulting Punitive from hand. That's a chance. That actually seems pretty reasonable. Alright, and they're icing something up, so if we have to drop this down, we go really, really poor, so hopefully we get some more money, and some burst money is not what this deck is good at, so we want to wait for the late game. Unfortunately, if they score another Atlas, then they basically win, because they can just Biotic out 1 Atlas from hand, and then, you know, then we're kind of goofed, because we can't stop Fast Advance. We could play Black Hat to basically run HQ, so we could, like, get 3 legworks this turn if we really needed to. Seems okay, but like, we might want to just build up for this server. Man, everything's so expensive. We don't even have a career fair in this deck. Like, career fair has so many targets. This. And that's kind of like why this is a meme deck, but that's okay. We'll play with what we have. This is also the good combo, right? But it's so expensive. So again, we'll try and wait till the late game. Whether or not we're going to have a late game is a question. And I don't even know if we're going to ever install this. We might have to break Archer, but there's better ways to do it. So next turn, hopefully we DJ Fenris. Run Centrals. I think Punitive might be right, but good luck with the money. We're getting 2 credits a turn now. Alright. Looks like they're going to be able to fast advance this, and then it's largely we lose, I think. Oh, not even. I thought they were going to do some dedication reconstruction play, but I think they did that in the other order. So we can run this. They can res it. Worst case scenario, it's an Enigma. Man, we don't have a lot of credits for that trace, right? Yeah, this is going to be pretty rough for us. I don't know how we possibly get into the server. We have to hope it's a code gate. Generally, they have end-to-end code gates. If it's a small barrier, it's really bad, too. Like, we just can't get through this. That's a nice wall. Okay, that's the worst case, right? Because if we drop this, we go down to 2 credits. And then it's trace 3. It's so bad. It's 1, 2. So, like, we get this down. It's 3. We have 2 credits left. So they can make a trace 5. So they have to only boost 1 credit, which is pretty terrible for us. I don't know what any of these cards are either. We know 2 cards in hand, so, like, even the HQ play isn't particularly great. I guess we DJ Fenders for Quetzal, right? Yeah, they're yelling in chat. Fenders Quetzal. I think that's totally right. So it'll be Quetzal. So now we can make a barrier subroutine a turn. That's actually the best option we could have possibly had. So we can steal this agenda. We might want to credit up here. We're pretty far ahead in terms of credits with all that link. But we definitely need credits more than we need card draw, considering that they want to put another piece of ice here. But any of these pieces could help them fast advance. Yeah, chat. Fender's Quetzal. And that's Rashido, which is a brutally good card. They did that after they mandatoried, though, which is technically wrong, but not a big deal. Any card that says when your turn begins, that's before you mandatory draw. So you can't see the top card and then choose to Rashido. It's a bit harder here on JNet because you hit start turn. Sometimes it just draws you. That's close to infinite value. Yeah, that's a lot of value. And still, like, they don't have... Man, our money's just simply not good enough. Like, we need Burst Economy. This is why these decks generally run Stim Hack. This one doesn't even have Calling in Favors. So it's not like we're running a lot of connections, but there's ways to get these things done. So this card is new. This card's also new. I think we'll make them spend money on this, but it's probably not going to go well for us. So Spiderweb. All right. So, if we drop this, we just simply don't have enough money. If we hit a hedge fund here, we have a chance. Oh, right. Nope. We could consider this play, but it's a bit too late for it. They did draw a lot of cards, so it's probably the right time to do this. Black Cat, and then do a Divide and Conquer. We'll see 3 cards in hand, 3 cards from the top of R&D. So they can go Trace here. That's actually a pretty well-positioned card in the meta right now. This one's not bad at all. People aren't really playing Yusuf, but, like, this card's not terrible. Oh, we have to spend 2 credits on this? Okay, maybe we die actually to the Punitive. Trace is successful, so now we can Divide and Conquer. We'll see 3 cards in HQ, 3 cards in R&D. We'll access the 1 face down card in Archives, which is a food. And that means we have to win every single Trace. This is doing it in the wrong order. Arc Lockdown, Dedication Ceremony, Hard-Hitting News. Yeah, so we called it right. Biotic Labor, Consulting Visit. This looks like it is a kill deck, and they have the Hard-Hitting News in hand, so we might actually just lose right here. There's even a chance that these are Price X. Cool, Bad Pub is good for us. Gives them money, and they could just Hard-Hitting News us here, which is largely okay. We also know the next 2 cards. I think they just drew Rashida. And they have to trash through this, so... They can trash this and consult for boom and we die. Hey Vincent, what's up? Let's get it, y'all. So we can clear some tags. I think we just need to clear 3 tags. This will fire on its own too, so it's gonna be a lot easier. We gotta think of what our turn is. Thinking. Okay, so if they're on boom, it costs them their whole turn is 6 credits. So that's not gonna work because they have to trash this first. If they're on the new Scorched Earth, which is high target, profile target, it does twice the amount of damage as we have cards. So they can trash this and consult for it, it'll do 8. So if we clear 2 tags, they trash this, it does 4 damage. So as long as we draw 1 and clear 2 tags, we're fine. There's a chance that this just clears 3 tags, but it's unlikely. They can just pay 2 credits. I think no matter what we draw here. So we can play this and remove 2 tags. If we play this and remove 2 tags, we still die, so I think we have to remove 2 tags. Oh, we play this and remove 2 tags. That removes 3 tags, because then we can beat the trace. That seems much better. That's a good top deck. Because now this will remove a trace. 5, 6. Oh no, they can spend. Yeah, but if they spend all their money, they can't hit us, so we're fine. We needed to have a modicum of money, because if we had only 1 credit, they will boost the Citadel trace, because they only need 4 to kill us. So we only have 1 tag left. They could go ahead and trash this. They probably will. They could even consider trashing Defenders, considering our board stays total shit. And they're like, they have a Biotic in hand, so 7 credits. They need their money. We know they have a Rashida in hand, and the next card in RD is something we know. That's a Rashida, which is a shame because we can't deal with that. We could consider trashing Rashida, but it seemed like we were going to get punitive. And they trashed the Citadel. So we have to actually clear this tag, but we need to clear this tag. Okay. How do we win? This is actually a really good card right now. It not only shuffles R&D, which we know the next card in R&D. We might want to do that after Rashida, because they have just enough money to Biotic out of hand. This will give them 3 more credits. I think we want to remove the tag. Yeah, we have another Citadel in the deck. It's a really good card in this matchup. And we could play this. We didn't run. Next turn, we'll have 4 credits. Yeah, we need this to fire. I don't know. This is Rashida. They draw in the hand. They score out a Biotic. Yeah, that's the thing, is if they Biotic out an Atlas right here, and we know they don't have an Atlas in hand, if they Biotic out the Atlas that they draw with this, it's real bad. I think we could run R&D. We could get a tag. Make them spend money. This is 4 credits. If it isn't a spiderweb, we're in a good spot. Oh, there. It's that one that we were worried about. All fires. So we're going to end our turn with another tag. Which means they can trash any of this stuff. Oh, we lost the white hat. Fuck. That was the only card that mattered. Actually, we know what this card is, too. This run's bad. Yeah, it's an Audacity, which is also terrifying that they draw. Yeah, we knew that Audacity. Rashida's going to draw through it. Luckily, yeah, another back at 7, because this only they spent 3 credits on, not 4, so they can still Biotic from hand. So our plan was like pretty poor. I think any other ice would have been fine. Hortum might actually be bad. Oh, fast track, Biotic, Audacity is what they're going to do. You mean 6 credits, I think. How's it going, Jim? Oh, they have this. Okay, so they dedicated reconstruction project. That makes sense. And they have this with a token. They have an Audacity in hand. So basically, if we hit that, if we kept the white hat, the 1 and 5, we'd be fine because we could like bury part of the combo. But right now we're in a really bad spot. We need to get, this doesn't end the run, luckily. If we draw a black hat or a white hat, we're fine. This card doesn't matter. Yeah, if we don't just hit every agenda off of R&D, yeah, we lose. Yeah, so this deck is pretty slow and clumsy. I don't think it's meant to be taken seriously. This can all fire. It doesn't really matter. We know they have the Audacity in hand, so we can't stop it. You mean 6 credits? 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's 6. Hedge fund. GG. Yeah, that sucks. And you saw so many cards in our hand were dead, but I don't think this deck is meant to be taken seriously. Is Titan still good right now? I don't see it in my meta. We could have considered running archives, actually. There's a chance that we found something. Hey, thanks. You too. See you around. Oh, they're pleasant. So what's coming up? None of these cards really help us. Like, this is trash. This is actually a burst economy card that we talked about, but like, we can't throw out our breakers. Yeah, this deck is not a serious deck. I don't think we're going to play this one again. There's so many reasons why this doesn't work out. Deck of the week. I've been playing some Titan. It's still pretty good. Seems good, right? The paper tiger, yeah, I feel that. As soon as you lose like 1 Atlas and Titan, oh man, it feels terrible. All right, well, we got that out of the way, which is good. If you're just tuning in, my name is Andre. Welcome to Matchball Grid. Today, Rain and Reverie is up here on Joteki.net. We saw some really cool new features too, which if you haven't seen yet, I'm not going to spoil it because it's really fun to see. If you go fast, you don't have to worry that much about 0 plus TV. That's true, But as soon as you have 0 plus CV up, yeah, you can't really use your Alice tokens reliably, which is a big reason why that deck is good. So hopefully you go faster than it. But like, it can be rough. It can be really, really, really rough. There's reasons they never win major tourneys. Yeah, China hasn't won a major tournament this year, I don't think. Which is crazy considering it's very well represented. We're gonna build a deck today. We wanted Rain of Reveries up. Had to say hi after the game. The FF deck is brutal. Stimhack, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I think we only had one shot out, which was that white hat we hit on the Mouseless. It was the 1 in 5, right? Because if we white hatted back your because we knew you had Biotic and Audacity, I think we had a chance, but that was pretty rough. Thanks for the game though, eh? Splinter Cell. Cool. Let's build something. We're gonna open up Chrome for that. So, Rain Reveries up, and there's one card. Oh, that's a different window that I wanted to try out, and that's actually a card that I kind of undervalued because I think I didn't read it properly, and that is Liberty. Lady Liberty, for freedom. And this is a pretty cool asset because when your turn begins, you place a power counter on it, and then you can spend your whole turn or 3 clicks to add an agenda from HQ to your score area, worth the same amount of agenda points. And Lady Liberty is really cool in a bunch of decks. We saw this last week that Lady Liberty, mind you, adds an agenda to your scoring area. So there's a bunch of anti-synergies with that. Anytime you have a cool card that has like a cool when scored ability on it, let's say like Nisei Mark II, you won't get the when scored ability because you're not actually scoring the agenda, you're adding it to your score area. So specific Lady Liberty is good with agendas that don't have when scored abilities, which makes it interesting because it's not amazing in every deck. It's still definitely playable, but it's best in decks that score agendas that either have no ability, which those agendas do get to see still play, or agendas that don't have a when scored ability but have a constant ability. For instance, somebody res this to go down to 0 credits, which I thought was wild when we were playing against a controlling the message deck, to score this out of hand. Searching AR is a stupid idea, isn't it? Oh, that actually worked out. And they scored this out of hand, which is nuts. Because not only did they have this up, and now it's protected by the constant ability of this that doesn't have a when scored ability, I now had to deal with the Liberty, because the Liberty I thought trashed itself. And it doesn't. Which means next turn they could score a Beal from hand, which is largely another agenda that people play in their NBN decks that largely doesn't have a when scored ability. A lot of people don't over advance this thing, they try and score it out. And that's pretty great. That's pretty scary. On top of that, another card that's used in a lot of these decks is Global Food Initiative, which is basically blank 2. And if you don't trash this on turn 2, you can get this out of your hand on turn 3. And that's, you can, in theory, in 3 turns if they can't contest it, score 6 points. Now, of course, everything has to line, and if you don't have the agendas in hand, Lady Liberty will eventually get to 4 and 5 power counters, which largely makes it useless. But we're talking today about playing Blue Sun, which means that you can always de-res this card, or not de-res it, but return it to hand for full value. And you have to make the runner decide, do I run it? Am I worried that they have the agenda in hand? And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's very low risk. And that seems really cool because Blue Sun also got a lot of cool cards in Rain of Reverie. We haven't seen Blue Sun support besides Big Ice in a long time in Netrunner, and we were convinced that that wasn't going to happen, but we saw it. Specifically in, I think, 2 cards. One of them is Building Blocks, and this card is basically a less high-rolly version of a card that was the core to Blue Sun decks, and that was Overstate AI. Building Blocks reveal a barrier from HQ, install, and res it ignoring all costs, which is dope. You're resing big old barriers, which you can return to hand with Blue Sun. Blue Sun, mind you, returns cards to hand to get you the res cost back. So if you're resing an ice that costs 15 credits, you have a 10 cost economy card that also just gets ice out and res it, which is cool. You also ignore install costs, which is a big deal considering one of the best cards right now is a card that you want to put on a big old server. Cards like the card Surveyor. So you get around that really well too, which is pretty cool. Now, Overstate AI was a bit high-rolly of a card. I don't like saying high rolly, that doesn't sound good. But Overstate AI was 1 credit, it was more flexible, but if they trashed the ice, everything was lost. So a lot of the games came down to, does the Anarch at that time have David in their hand? And while this is more limiting, while it is more expensive, at least if they play Employee Strike, which is a very common card right now, and Blue Sun hates it, they don't have near infinite time or a lot of time to go ahead and trash your ice. You still have like a 15 credit piece of icy res for 5. So even with Employee Strike around, it's fine. It's probably not terrible. So That's not too bad at all. Maui, how's it going? Wouldn't be Thursday without some Metropolitan Grid. Thanks for dropping by, eh? Hope you're doing alright too. You had bad luck with accesses, had 3 agendas in hand when you missed all. Oh shit, okay. Good to know. Soap said the Lady Liberty is in a pack focused on Chilo. Yeah, Tataki, that's interesting, because Lady Liberty clearly is the Statue of Liberty. I also think someone on, if I'm not mistaken, someone on Reddit calculated how much the water level rose in this picture. But this Rain and Reverie was meant to be about Chilo, which is the region that is meant to be the mega city between Chicago and St. Louis. But it seems like they just had these cool card designs and art probably, and they just put them all in the box because it was the last product. So you have this in a Shiloh box, which is nuts. They moved that statue to the Great Lakes in 2125. Wait, is that actually a thing? No way. Interesting stream, gotta go. Hey, thanks so much for the hack. 10 Ace, how's it going again? Gullet Crush, what's up? I played against a Blue Sun deck with building blocks, seemed really good. Seems really good. I'm a big fan. I want to try it out. Thanks for dropping by too. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna build that deck right now. Outfit plays it with Bulwark. Bonkers. This doesn't avoid the cost though, Jim, right? Like reveal a barrier, install it, ignoring all costs? Wait a second. It's not additional costs too? No, it's not additional cost. So you do take a bad pub. So that makes sense because it's not as an additional cost. So yeah, if you play this in the outfit, you get 3 credits. You res this for 5. That's really good. You pay 2 credits basically to get a Bulwark up. And this is not a terrible piece of ice by any means. Shang, how's it going? Game changer, please. It's one of me mini games with the caveat that I also have to sometimes use biotic with it sometimes. I think Game Changer is a hell of a card, but you generally want to play that in a purple deck because it's a lot of influence and it trashes itself relatively easily. But let's build a Blue Sun deck, huh? Yo, Sync won a regional. I think Sync is probably really good right now, too. Blue Sun is also good with Divert Power. It's interesting. Divert Power is another card. There's 2 other cards that came out in Rain and Reverie. One of them being Divert Power. I'm not sold on this. It seems better if you're playing things like Breaker Bay Grid and stuff like that, but Breaker Bay Grid doesn't work with Lady Liberty. So you de-res cards to res another card, and it's like a convoluted economy card. Not a big fan. For 1 influence, it's not the worst, but you de-resing your cards, you generally lose value. It's better with assets, so I'm not too big into it. The other one, though, that is really good is, what's it called, Gatekeeper? This is a 6 strength code gate with some really good abilities and an end the run, as long as you keep bouncing it with your Blue Sun. And this ability drop to 3 cards is also super good if you want to go ahead and play Jinja City Grid. And Jinja City Grid is also super good if you want to play things like Surveyor, which I think you 100% play 3 Surveyors in any Glaciary Weyland deck. Would you say it's viable for a new player to still get competitive? Totally. Totally. You gotta spend some time, you gotta ask some questions, you gotta play some good fundamentals, but a lot of the good decks are not that difficult to pilot right now. Like the good stuff Valencia decks are like pretty good. You have to play good fundamentals, but it's I think it's approachable for sure. Divert Power, Maryland, and Gatekeeper, not a bad package. Yeah, that is a package. I don't know though. I'm not sold in Divert Power. We can try it. Fly on the Wall into closed accounts is brutal out of sync. I could see that. I want to play a yellow deck, a sync deck that plays Fly on the Wall, plays NGO front, and I also think reversed accounts is pretty good. Also, Ryan, how's it going? Like, double advance in a server every turn, and they have to guess what it is. Fly on the Wall is a hell of a card. And I don't think we've seen enough representation at tournaments yet about the new yellow stuff. Jump onto Jinteki, play some games. Netrunner is a still damn fun game. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Human's advice, 10 Aces. Just jump onto JNet, say new player, ask for some tips. Let's build a deck, though. It's getting really warm in this room. But what else is new, huh? New Corp deck. Let's get some Blue Sun in here. So, big question with Blue Sun is how do you win? And with HB, with Weyland, you always have the kill threat. And we've seen this, I think at European Nationals, there's a pretty high finishing, the only Blue Sun deck there, that was running the hard-hitting news package. And that's definitely a possibility. Getting a credit differential is like alive and well with Blue Sun. But we also build straight Glacier, and we could run Jinja City Grid, we could run Ash. Ash is really good when you build a big server, because they generally have to run it twice. And they don't generally come ahead of that. That's my sync deck that won regionals. Hey Ryan, congrats! I haven't checked it out though, but I definitely will. If you're playing Big Ice, Thimble Rig is worth looking at. It's a 1 influence card. It lets you reposition your ice. It's definitely a cool card. I don't know how you would play that though. Apathy, how's it going? Dite is saying 3 times Hive. 3 times Hive is not bad at all. I might go 2 times Hive, but Hive is a cool card. At some point, it loses full value. At that point, though, it either boosts your Surveyor and you return it to hand for free. So I think 2 or 3 of this is fine. This card is better in Rush decks because at some point it will be a terrible draw. So I don't love 3 of it, but 2 is pretty good. We also got to figure out what agendas we're going to play and what restricted card. And if we're going to go on Lady Liberty, which mind you is a card that we are going to be able to tutor from our deck, because this Blue Sun decks generally are pretty good at running Executive Boot Camp, which lets us find an asset. So we can make sure that we have Lady Liberty whenever we want or need it, and that's a huge deal. This card is huge and is actually a really big engine card in a lot of Blue Sun decks that are more economically based, by being able to find economic assets that give money and then you return them to your hand. So Lady Liberty gets a lot of value as a one-of in a deck that can safely tutor it with Executive Boot Camp or Tech Startup, which is a bit harder to use. It's also a bit anti-synergistic because it won't be up at start of turn, but let's start this. This is the Government Contracts Punitive deck. Government Takeover. Government Takeover is also an option, but it's really hard to get that in. Classic Grail. I don't love Grail. Grail's a lot of slots, and I don't even think it's that good right now. But the thing about Lady Liberty is we want to play agendas that don't have a win scored ability. Now, Lady Liberty is a one-of. We can't fully rely on it, so we can see what we have. And the Cleaners technically works if we want to play Punitive, if we run 3-pointers only. But Atlas is not terrible. What else has a win scored on it? Not a lot of things. Hostile's pretty bad if you fast advance it to get nothing. This is pretty bad. I think one of the best one is the one with the feet up, but I think the feet up one rotated. This is not good. This is not good. Not good. This is technically a fine card. Yeah, they're all win scored abilities, huh? This one technically, not this one, but actually the 3-1 that gives you plus Weyland barriers. Grail is so bad right now, Clan Vengeance just laughs at it. Yeah, that's also a big issue. This card is technically playable with Lady Liberty. Graft is not good, it has a win scored. Helium 3 Deposit has a cute ability with Lady Liberty, but it's not going to be useful. Hollywood Reno is fine, I guess. How do we do this? Vanity Project. Ninja Mike, what's up? Yeah, we could go like all greedy and play like only big agendas like Vanity, and then get our Lady Liberty up to 4 points and score this from hand. It's pretty cool. Not terrible. Are we gonna go like I was gonna play a more reasonable deck, but we could play a wild deck and do the Vanity Project food thing. Let's try that. Let's see how good Lady Liberty is. Yeah, let's like swing into it. That's 21 agendas. 6 agenda points. This means that we're definitely going to be playing Punitive. And let's try and kill people. Is there a website where I can see top deck lists? Yeah, Tenacious, you want to go to netrunnerdb.com and just go through the deck list and search by like reputation. Another one is alwaysberunning.net. You gotta spell that one right. And in here, people post tournament results, and you can see actually what decks finish top if people paste their thing. So you can look into that. Tenacious High, check out the next Cash Refresh tournament. Grown Calf, how's it going, by the way? Play the new Jinteki agenda. It's 6-2. I can't in Weyland. Maxime Bell, how's it going, though? This is interesting. This means the Hive is actually not bad, because I'll always have at least one subroutine, which is not terrible at all. Okay, so let's build a deck here. So we have Executive Boot Camp. We might actually want 3 of it. And we got to figure out what else we're going to play in this deck. So, Blue Sun LL. Yeah, Blue Sun LL is what we're doing. We also want money in this deck. Hedge Fund is good. IPO is good. We're going to have some big ice. We want to play Building Blocks for sure. And another new card that came out is Too Big to Fail. And this card might not be the best. It's really good when you res your big ass ice and then you go down to a few credits because then you can play it. You have Bad Pub, which can't be the best thing all the time. We'll play 2 of this. But then we also have Elizabeth Mills, which we can bounce and replay over and over again to remove Bad Pub. So I'm not that worried about it. Obviously, 3 times Surveyor. That's not always talking about the reasonable in chat. First step in Corp deck building in 2K18. Building Block, not that great IMO. I think it's still pretty good. We need to put some big barriers in here, but we're trying to test it out. Chief Slee loves Hive. That may be true, Dite, but we can't really commit a server to protecting the Chief Slee when we need to protect the Lady Liberty with all we've got. So we gotta work on that. Now, with Elizabeth Mills, with Executive Boot Camp, it's also good to have a thing that we can bounce over and over again to get the credits per turn. One of the options is Adonis Campaign, which gives us 3 credits a turn, but if we want to spend less influence and play something that's safer, we could just play Maryland. And Maryland's not terrible either. Liza Mills is another excellent divert power target. I'm still not sold on this. Like, how good is it? You may res a card, lowering its res cost by 3 for each card. Like, if we de-res a card plus pay 2... No, that's not good. That can't be good. Need a way to get the lady back if it's trashed. Yeah, we totally do. We could play Restore, which is not a terrible card. We also could play Preemptive just to get it back in, but we'll worry about that in a second. I'm not sold on Divert Power. We need big barriers in here, like Chad is saying. We also want to put some Gatekeepers. Gatekeeper's also really cool because it lets us put our big agendas back in our deck, which is something we definitely want. I like this card. It's not a lot of influence. Ooh, there's all our influence. And we definitely also need Currents, and we also definitely need big old barriers. So let's look at the barrier problem. We're probably going to end up spending influence on barriers, but let's see what we have. Wiggle, what's up? Chiashi. How's it going, Wiggle? We could. It's a fine card for only 2 influence. Let's see what else we can get in here. Tithonium I don't love, I'll be honest, because we're always going to have to pay 9 for this, and it's really not that expensive. It's only 4 to break a lot of times. Also, Piox, how's it going? Time to cheat some Gila Hands Arcology with Liberty, technically value. That's exactly the kind of card, though, that's really good with technically value. So, the biggest barriers in this game right now, I think the biggest barrier in the game is actually Orion. Which a lot of times gets broken for 7 credits, which is not the worst, but it's not amazing. Whether we want to play 2 of a unique ice, let's see. I think we have to. Due to doesn't get that much value. What else is a big barrier that we have? So we can spend Chiashi. We can spend 2 Chiashis if we want. That we have to lose a Gatekeeper. I think that's probably worth it because we get more barrier value than anything. We also need to figure out how to protect the Lady Liberty though. So I think we might actually have to spend less influence on something to play Ashes or stuff like that. We need cheap ice too. That's totally true. Like we can't only run big ice, but we'll deal with that in a second. So what else is good? Overstate AI was really good with Archer. Now building blocks doesn't work. That's obviously for the worst, but we'll take what we can get. Blockchain's a new card. It's pretty bad. Sort by all barriers. Is that a thing you can do? How do you do that? New Odds, how's it going? Finally started actually playing the game after idly collecting it for a long time. Been watching your channel like crazy. Get up to speed on strategy. That's so cool. Welcome to the game. Glad you can jump aboard. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Try to explain as much as possible, but I know it can be a pretty difficult game to grok. Welcome. Thanks for dropping the comment too. Galded, Hadrian's Wall. I don't think this card is good enough. It's broken for 6. We're not going to end up advancing it, and I don't want to have to spend 10 to hard res that. It's pretty bad. S barrier. Do I have to do that in quote? Oh, I have to search it like in the card function, right? That makes sense, but I can't do it here, can I? Oh, you can. You can do that. What am I doing wrong? Huh. No, it's in quotes. I think I just had a space. Okay, no, I've given up. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going here. We tried, right? X is card text, X is subtype. It's not working. I panicked and given up. I don't know what's going on. Okay. What else? We gotta get some cheap ice in here, that's true. Like, we can't only have big ice. We also definitely need a way to protect this. Because we also need cards just to put in a remote server. Otherwise, we have nothing. If we're playing Punitive, it's also worth having 2 copies of, what's it called? The tutor card? Consulting Visit. Just so that we can play another Punitive, and we definitely need a lot of money. Oh, we also don't have a bouncing thing, so I think we need a Maryland campaign at least in here. That's hard to trash. Punish them for killing America? What up? That thing never works for me, man. Maybe it doesn't. Get some Newshound in there? I don't think that's good enough. Asbury, how's it going, Samurai Kuso? It's not working for me. Oh, nailed it. Thank you. Okay, what else is good? Not a lot of the barriers I love. Bulwark is not that bad when we have Lizzie Mills. They break this for 7 credits, which is pretty good. We take a bad pub, though, which is pretty bad. But maybe that's okay. How many big barriers do we have right now? We have Orion. We have Surveyor, Gatekeeper. This deck is probably not good enough. We need to get some cheap ice in there. Let's get some cheap ice in there first. So, what's cheap ice look like? We need to do in-faction cheap ice. So, like, Hortim is a fine card. Mouseless makes the accesses expensive and difficult. It doesn't keep them out, but we have a lot of ways to keep people out. We probably want some sentries in here. Errand Boy is not bad at all, because we can return it to sender, but I also do like, what's that one called? The Scale Veritas, which is a fine card too. And now the problem is we're spending all our influence. I think we need a couple more defensive assets, and I think we need ways to shuffle things into our deck. It's weird how many cards we have in our deck, and wow, we actually don't have a lot of big barriers. We only have Chiashi and Orion. That seems like an issue. We need something else, right? Put News Hounds in all deck. Wow, people play Ice Carver. Let's see what this draw's like. Where did all our deck slots go? Oh, that's terrible. That's reasonable. So let's see how long before this is good. It's not good right now. We put this on somewhere. Put this... No, we wouldn't even. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's not great. That's a hand. Okay, how do we fix this? Okay, so we need more big barriers. What other big barriers are there? Surveyor, Punitive. We also need defensive upgrades, so I think we probably have to drop... We have to drop something. Man, these are good cards, though. Maybe this is too greedy on influence. That's the dream, right? Data Loop? That's 2 influence, though. Tithonium is a big barrier. No, it isn't. It's not. Tithonium's only good if it surprises people. Otherwise, they break it for 4. It's not even great. It's not good. 3 building blocks seems like too many. It might be, but it's like an econ card that's huge. Anyone ever use Will-O-Wisp? I used to. It's actually really good. White Blade playing Tithonium with building blocks. Confirmed to get a player. Maybe. But these ones are the fun ones. Yeah, Data Loop, Armored Servers, Glacier. That's a totally different deck, right? Yeah, I think we need to drop. We need to get more barriers in here. I don't love these hives. Let's take a hive out and put a big old barrier. So a big old barrier. We have 2 Orions. What else is big? I think we actually might want to go ahead and try that one that gives us bad pub, the Bulwark. What does this draw like? That's a good hand, right? Yeah, that's a good hand. We put this on the remote. Put this R&D, put this on HQ. Maybe the other way around. We can install this, take 2. Hopefully play that at some point. Oh, these building blocks are really bad, huh? Yeah, we just need more targets. 2 Chiashis. This is rough. Roberto, what's up? Do you have any recursion if Lady gets trashed? No, I don't. Don't play a barrier that gives bad pub on Res and Blue Sun. But we have Elizabeth Mills. I'm not that worried about it. Drop Vanity for another agenda. Drop Maryland for a 3rd Chiashi. You're right that we could drop food to play a 2-pointer. We could drop food to play a 2-pointer. That gives us a bit more flexibility with Lady Liberty, which is good. Because if we play 2-pointers, they have to worry about it. Or we drop this to play a 3-pointer. But if we drop this, we still just... We don't gain a slot, but we gain an influence. Yeah, that seems fair. I think actually we'll play something stupid here. We'll go ahead and play Glen Station. Yeah, we'll play Glen Station. I think we actually just want NGO front, right? Like, we need to jam things in a remote. Yeah, if Lady Liberty gets trashed, we're in a really bad spot. So we need recursion here. Okay, we gotta fix this deck. That's not the best card. So what do we want here? We want a recursion card. We can play preemptive. Seems like it makes sense. It's also not a bad card to play our economy assets. We also could just play Brian Stinson's, which seems like a good card. And 2-pointer does bad things to punitive play. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it does. It really does. Actually, you're right. Yeah, the 2-pointer seems like a mistake. This is why we play 3-pointers. So that's good. That's better. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets now for 3 building blocks. Like, that hand's terrible. The hand's okay. Oh, this is not good. How do we fix this? What are we doing? 3 executive boot camps? That's probably too many, right? Oh, we want the Liberty. We want it up. I used to play Glen Station with government takeover all the time. It never worked. Still, I rationally hate Glen Station. I think I played it in draft once and it was good. So, that's it. Oh man, how do we win? I think we're missing a defensive upgrade. We probably want NGO fronts. Like, we just need to jam things in the remote. The problem is NGO front and Lady Liberty makes no sense. Also, jamming a vanity project make no sense either. NGO better than too big to fail? I think you're probably right. This also doesn't make that much sense with Maryland campaign. That's a lot of cards. That's a money card though. Too big to fail is unplayable at some points in the deck. Seems better. My version has NGO and Rashida. You have a blue sun list? Vincent, I'd be down to see it. Okay, opening hand amazing. Double install, right? Let's go. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, that's just funny. First. Second, third. Great. Ooh. Pure and pin if we win. Damn, we're good. Go first. I see. Okay, we can try this. It seems like a problem though. So Rashida an option that helps you dig if you can't find your cards. The problem with Blue Sun is if you bounce a card to your hand, you already have too many cards in your hand a lot of times, so that's not the best. Ice Sweet is garbage in my version. That sounds like it might be an issue. Maybe you want to look at that. This is Vincent's version. It's called Lady Liberty. News Hand, Chavez Veritas, Enigma Gatekeeper, Hype, Ice Wall. So Vincent is not doing building blocks, which is probably alright. Got the Lady Liberty in here. You got the Adonis, which is more value. But you got an agenda suite that isn't punitive based. There's a chance that if we just drop punitive and we drop the 3-pointers, like we actually it's the same amount of slots. I'll try both of them, Vincent. I actually like this for sure. Yeah, our ice is really expensive is the issue. Too many cards in hand. Sounds like a problem for a research station. Yeah, right? What a fun card. Alright, so now if we top deck a building blocks anytime soon, it's good. Otherwise, this is garbage. And it looks like we'll never draw one. Oh man, this is terrible. We'll give it a shot. And then we'll probably try something like Vincent's version. Lady Liberty V1. But I'm down to see what this does, because I haven't played Blue Sun in a long time. There's also a chance Hardening News will be better than like the Gatekeepers. And there's a chance that Chiashi is just not worth spending influence on when we're only playing building blocks. There's also other big ice that we could consider playing. Like Assassin isn't the worst right now. New Corp deck, Lady Liberty, V1, Blue Sun Powering the Future, 49 beautiful cards if you're just tuning in. How's it going? One in the world is Pat Aiki. That's Pat's Aiki deck that we played on stream in physical person. In person when we streamed like a couple weeks ago. Somebody asked for the deck list. I wrote it down. I don't think I shared it. Pat's Aiki deck was also kind of super wild because it only had 45 cards in it, I think. Or no, it had like 40 cards. I think he goofed it. This is a Corp deck. You know, punitive, what's that alternative gotcha money swing blue card? You got Brian Stinson. That's a good one. 38 games. You can do Brian Stinson. It's pretty good. You can also just jam into the remote. I think they made Akiko Nisei. Oh, did I write Aki? I did. That should be Akiko. I goofed it. Goofed it a wee bit. I'm going to actually go grab a beer right now because it's the only thing I think in my house that's cold besides milk. Not going to drink milk. Be right back. Anthony, actually, you said beer milk. Check this out. This is called a milkshake IPA. My brother and his wife were they stayed over at my place this weekend. My brother is like a beer dude. I'm not particularly a beer dude. If someone asks me what kind of beer I like, I honestly don't know. They answer that very well. Generally stout. Beer and no food. The stream is gonna get better. Yeah. But this thing is nuts. It's milkshake IPA with passion fruit, mango, and vanilla. If someone served this to me for breakfast, I would think it's just orange juice. It's real good. I'm a big fan. Oh man, if you haven't seen this, by the way, it's so good. This hand's trash. Power, everyone needs, and without us, there's never enough. They don't understand power like we do. No one understands power like we do. Damn, that's cool. Let's give that a good old mulligan. Well played, everyone. that's a hand. That's a hand. Best of luck. Fun. Okay, so we can go ahead and building blocks this out. We'll have no credits, not an issue. We're playing against Max. What kind of Max deck? I don't know. Oh, cheers. Hey, cheers. That's very kind. So do we want to get this up turn 1? I don't think we have any other better play. Scarcity is pretty good. We have a low agenda density, so they can blow through it. I think we actually might want to building blocks out, credit, and then scarcity. I think that's our best play. We just put this on R&D. So this slows them down. Generally, a lot of max decks are like on Hacktivist because they can't play straight because they have to play Levy. But we'll see. Hey, happy Thursday, Andre. Word on a Lady Liberty deck. 3 tech started to find it. We're on 2 executive boot camps. Or City High. So that's like the best we have. I think it's better in Blue Sun. Let's just find different things. How's it going, by the way? That's not beer. I don't know what it is. Yeah, like this stuff's so good. All right, same old thing for 2 credits. They lost a mining accident and an eater. Makes me think this is a tag me deck. This Shadow Net's not going to do them that much. We don't have many agendas. Maybe they're on fan site, but they paid 4 credits for this, which is pretty wild. But if they're playing eater, we should be scared. I think we do want to go ahead and bounce this. This does fight against DDoS, which are likely on. But if we don't bounce this, I don't think we have a play. So we're going to go ahead and bounce that. So we gain 7 credits for that card. And we have another good card there to do the same thing. So I think we just want to ice up. I'll do HQ, take a credit. And we want to build that big old server that we can get our Lady Liberty in. It's going to take a while. It's creamsicle colored. Yeah, it quite is. Drudge work would be interesting in this deck. I totally forgot about that deck. Drudge work actually would be really good in this deck. That's a huge idea. If you don't know, Drudge work is a card that Hippo. Oh, that's an issue. Yeah, Drudge work is a card that we have to play around this one. That lets you return agendas and we'll get credits equal to the res cost, and we can like de-res Drudge work. It's an asset. It's actually probably pretty good. So that's the thing we can do. Yeah, we can play around Hippo rather easily. If we have big ice, we just have to put an ice in front of it and never res it. Which we have hives, we have stuff to do that. And they're rebirthing right away, which means they're going to lose out on all their card draw. And they're now Reyna? What is going on? 31 cards left. And maybe they're not even on Levy. Maybe they have a different restricted card. But Reyna seems not particularly great. Now this doesn't do that much. It trashes a program. That actually has some value. We have to spend 16 credits on it though. Money's good. It's a lot of money to res everything. Let's just take some money. Hold on to your butts. Hippo gonna get you. It might. We have some recursion gem. I think we have 1 copy of preemptive action. They're not drawing anymore. This is wild. Okay, and what are they recurring, right? Like, you need good card draw for this to be good. A day job, not too shabby at all. I think we just want to maybe jam this. If they hit this, we get a trash the recursion card. Has some value. If we had an agenda right here, it's also pretty safe considering like we've seen no breakers. They could run amok this. That's like the worst case scenario, but it's actually not that bad considering it's just an NGO front. Maxwell might wreck you with Reyna. Yeah, there's a chance they're on Maxwell, but like they have to draw a lot of things for that to be good. And we don't have an end to run here, but we can get one eventually. Our cheap ice is going to do a lot of work in this matchup. Like, we could have just rushed to food if we had it. Pay 16 for Ryan. Not too bad. A lot of times also if they're playing this, like, I don't know if they rebirth, but generally 6 of their influence has gone to levies. Let's see if they run. Okay. They're overdrawn. They're going to discard some cards. Paperclip in the bin. They can break this for 4+7. Another Shadow Net. They're doing some recursion. Retrieval run also might mean fem. It just might mean good stuff too. Money is cool. That's a fine card. That's a fine card. Okay. Let's get our Lady Liberty up. Does Shadow Net mean fan sites? It could, but like they're going to pay a lot of money for the fan sites. I think we want to make sure we don't get fem. Fem is actually not that bad considering we can return ice to hand. And I don't think they're on employee strike. Eater's coming down too. That's good with cutlery. And they have an orchestra in the bin as well. Makes a lot of sense when they're trashing their cards for free. Okay, Hive is good. It protects the hippo. It's good on archives. Let's get a Lady Liberty server up. I like the sound of that. Let's try it. I don't know what their deck can possibly do. We have a lot of money. We have some money. Oh, we can get a Lady Liberty. We actually could have considered doing that already. So we have it pre-installed. I think you gotta run ShadowNet right now. I think ShadowNet's such a good card right now. It's so good. People are playing a lot of small agendas because of Giordano, Game Changer, all that stuff. Even against NBN, getting rid of foods. Oh, it's just a Siphon Recursion deck. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. So they can break this for 3. I bet it's a version of Funds Max. Yeah, it looks like they just want to spam it. They might say they can't same old thing this thing though. So whatever, we lose 5. Really not the biggest deal. It looks like they're gonna use all their tropes just to recur Siphon. So we just want a good piece of ice on here, and we can actually get a big piece of ice in here because you can use your Executive Bootcamp to resin ice, and you can put it on HQ, and that's gonna be a huge issue for them. This also could have been the Chiashi, which they were like, yeah, this will be fine. And yeah, I forgot we're on a punitive deck, which we need those cards. Oh, David, they have it. Luckily, they can't get through this just yet. Oh, they could. It's just going to be very expensive, and they don't really have a lot of money. But David gets through everything really nicely. I don't actually think we need this yet. I think they're going to same old thing Diversion next turn. Mind you, this is also a 5 influence card, so they're probably on 3 of these, maybe even no levy. We've seen no other influence. Pretty wild. We paid 5 for that, mind you. So Executive Bootcamp, we could pay 1, putting us at 21. Yeah, I think we can do it. There's no way they can trash it. Let's see what our deck can do. They know we have a Lady Liberty. Let's go mandatory. Liza Mills trashes locations. They don't have those right now. Even if they siphon us again, it's not the end of the world. Let's get some credits. That Eater early rebirth makes it look... Yeah, I don't think they're on levy if they rebirth that quickly. And mind you, this thing is still on, which is going to do well for us. And they're running this remote server. So, we res this one for 6. Still enough money to res Orion. We don't have enough money for Lady Liberty after that point. But this is probably going to end the run, right? It's 9 to get through this. It's really expensive. And luckily it's res. They could hippo it, but it's going to be a lot more money for them. I'm reading an Apocalypse Vibe. I think Apocalypse Vibe seems right. DJ Fenris, that's what? What are they going to be? Maybe they're going to go tag me and play Liza. I think they could also just play Los, considering that we're going to res and de-res our ice a lot in this game. It's actually Steve. That makes sense. We really want a piece of ice on HQ. Is there a place where I can catch up on the lore? That's a bit harder. Oh, they don't want to do Steve. You can go, I think on the wiki, some people have uploaded some of the flavor inserts, and they're pretty cool. I think there are scans of them online. So you can find them for sure. Otherwise, if you want to like check out, there's books. The World of Netrunner. That can't be right. Oh, no, that's right. I don't want to res this. The single axis is not that bad here. Maybe the en passant, that'd be bad. They're taking credits because the undo click apparently didn't work. I don't know. Trashed NGO front for 1. And it is an en passant, so we did kind of call that. That's okay. I think we'll res this. Oh, that's in hand now. They just don't do this. We'll be fine. So let's get some money. We haven't seen their current yet, but I think they would have played it by now. I think we res it. We should have definitely resed that for 13. DJ Fenris costs 5 because we have a scarcity on the table. They did fine. Yeah, there's some novels too. Also, how's it going, Clyde? There are some novels that you can check out. I've read Monitor, which I enjoyed. I think it's probably better though because I knew about the universe. And they're just drawing up. So Lady Liberty, here we go. Give us some ice. Some ice is what we have. I don't even worry about R&D. We have 4 agendas in there. think we might just want to protect HQ. And next turn we get a food. And then next turn we get a vanity. We win in 2 turns if they can't deal with this thing. Funny enough, they can deal with this thing. But we legitimately win in 2 turns. Will Fulton, how's it going? Monitor is great. Leigh Alexander managed to make a novel out of mid-season replacement. That they did. And mid-season replacement needed a bit of explaining. I did enjoy that book a fair bit. What you're looking for is the data pack story inserts. Yeah, they're scans online for sure. So we don't have to bounce anything. We have a punitive too. So look at this. Food from hand. If they don't trash this, we win next turn. And we basically proved everything our deck wanted to prove. Oh, we just won. We just won? Are you serious? Good game. You don't have it. Oh man, we did it. Yeah. Not a common one. You don't have it. That's a great call. That's awesome. Oh, you don't have it. Not a common one. Thanks for the game, eh? I had no doubt things were going to get hairy. Oh, that's awesome. We pulled it off. 4 returns on the table. GG. I figured you were bluffing. Hilarious. That's the thing with Blue Sun, right? Like you can bluff this thing because you can just return it to hand for 5, right? Oh, that's great. Oh, damn, I didn't realize. Yeah, Liberty doesn't remove the counters, doesn't trash itself, which makes it so cool. It's like, oh, fuck. Do I have to trash it next turn? Shit. Do I have to trash it next turn? Ah, shit. And it can get out of hand. Like, there's decks, there's a very good acid-based decks, like Controlling the Message, that run 1-pointers, 2-pointers, and 3-pointers that don't have win-scored abilities. This card is very good. Now, it is a one-of. If those decks want to play Executive Boot Camp to find it, it's not a bad card. Sometimes it's a bad campaign. Sometimes it lets you stop index things. I think it's fair. It also shuffles, which sometimes is good. That worked out. Blue Sun 4 Worlds. Let's go. Let's give this another, though. We got really lucky on our opener, though. Like, that thing can brick openers for sure. They were also weak to punitive, mind you. There we had a credit differential. Fast track might be mandatory. Fast track doesn't work that well unless you fast track the turn before you Lady of Liberty, but then they just hit HQ. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we would be leaning too far at that point. It's not terrible. If you're doing fast track, you might want to also play Biotic, so you can do fast track Biotic on the turn the Liberty is up. But, you know, that's a lot of influence we got going on there. You can retire this one undefeated. Ah, we'll do 1 or 2 more. We'll do 1 or 2 more. Good luck with the rest of your stream. Back to work for me. Hey, thanks so much for dropping by, Kuso. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Enjoy the rest of your work, huh? Hopefully everything's okay. Man, 40 games tonight. Rain and Reverie. People are as excited as I am. And it's always good to see like what people are playing based on it. And you're going to see a fair bit of Sunny. Sunny's really good. HB getting some love. Hey, hey. I've been playing mostly Criminal. I've actually played a fair bit of Rain and Reverie this week even. How's it going? Edward Kim is a worthy opponent for sure because we need to protect our hand. Trashing Operations, the link doesn't really matter. Mind you, did you not see this intro screen yet? It is dope. I think we keep this hand for sure. We have Economy we can play turn 1. Gatekeeper is really good if they hit it because we draw 3 cards, and we're going to keep this one for sure. Tenacious, do you play other games like MTG? I play some other card games casually. Arkham Horror, play a lot of that. That card game is really good. Thanks, you too. Have fun. I don't play Magic. I play Doomtown every once in a while. Actually, I need to look at the email whether or not I can distribute it. But chat, if you want a key, I have 5 beta keys to the Magic the Gathering beta thing that's going on right now, like their arena game or whatever it's called. If you want that, yo Nick, what's up? If you want that, let me know in chat. Maybe we have to do a raffle. We'll see what if like too many people want it. We'll do a raffle. I don't know how to do that, but if you want one, let me know in chat. Arkham Horror LCG can only be played casually. I can. Yeah, I agree. It's a really good game, though. Okay, so we can ice both centrals. I think we just want to ice HQ. Play our money. Pay our scarcity. Seems good. Next turn, we have a play for R&D. Scarcity is good. It's a good card. What was that new window? Yeah, it just showed up today, actually, Nick. You haven't missed out. That's a news surprise for everyone. I'm pretty good. We have a lot of operations in our deck. We have a fair bit, so the hammer might get a swing here. that Wizards Power Play? Cancel Netrunner, starting out MTG beta keys on Netrunner streams. Yeah, I don't know. I don't play the game. I just signed up for the beta and I got an email saying here's 5 more keys. So I'm down for a key. Cool, I can do that. I'll whisper one to you. Probably after the stream. Unfortunately, the local Netrunner's on Thursday nights. Gotta go. We'll finish up the stream later. Hey, enjoy your local Netrunner. It's great to go out and play still in person. That's fantastic. They paid a lot of money for this. They paid 8 for this. Have fun, huh? Thanks for dropping by. AHLCG, my favorite LCG, still has product coming. It's great. Yeah, Arkham Horror right now is so good. Competitive Arkham Horror LCG speedruns. It's kind of a hard sell, but it's good. It's a really good game. So they don't have a really fast open. We have Ice for R&D. Edward Kim generally isn't on Rebirth, so I'm not worried about Omar right now. But I think we just want to draw another building blocks. Like we're running 3 of those, huh? And they know we have this, but this is a better face check. This is more taxing on a remote, so we're going to do that, and we're going to get our credits. So now they can't run because our ice is good. Is AH LCG better played with each player with their own collection or playing with the collection of a host player? It's up to you. I'd say the thing about Arkham Horror is like it's not strictly a competitive game, so even if you have subpar decks, it's just like narrative. You can be like, oh, it's a bad deck. They paid 6 for that, or 5. Oof. So it doesn't matter. You have a wider card pool and people can make decisions, but I know people that play... You need 2 core sets for 4 people, but like I'm building decks for 2 people at work, so yeah, I think it's fine either way. If you want it to be into deck building, maybe you want your own collection. I don't know. We can start building a remote here. Beans. Who thought that would happen, huh? Oh, we actually have an option here. It's not a bad option either. We're giving them a bad pub, but like it's hard for them to run otherwise. Let's just get the surveyor down. We don't need to put this down and show them that they have to deal with it. We might as well wait until we can jam something in that remote as well. Arkham Horror is really good. Would you mind zooming in once or twice, please? Yeah, I can do that. I think that's probably the same that we've done. Sorry we zoomed out. Have you ever played at Worlds? Yeah, I played last year at Worlds. Inject, mind you. Ooh, they got a DDoS. That's a really big deal. They have a paperclip, 2 of them in the bin, and they're on Apocalypse. Fuck me. That's bad. They installed that for 5, so we need to double ice our centrals. We can play around DDoS by getting the Apocalypse up, by getting the Bulwark up, but they have an Apocalypse in hand. So this is really, really scary. Zaphon, how's it going? I'll take a key. If one's going begging, cool, that's 2 keys down. We got 3 more if you want it. Chip and buy a cycle as a group. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have 4 people playing Arkham, it's like really cheap to pitch in. They threw a knife at worse. Yeah, building blocks is really good around Apocalypse. It reses the ice, and it plays around DDoS, which is fantastic. So the question is, what server do we want to protect? They have 2 keys and 2 breakers, which is actually pretty sweet. But I think we want to get this on Archives. We want to make sure we don't get DDoSed or Apocalypse at any point, and this card's really good. So we'll do this on Archives. Huh. I think R&D is probably the one that we're most scared of. We gave them a bad pub. We also have that, which is a good card. And now DDoS looks really dumb on that remote, and they have to break 2 pieces of ice. That needs 2 different breakers. Let's go. We have all this. Like, we could have considered building blocks a Hive actually on HQ. Would not be terrible. Why not building blocks on the Hive? Nah. They can break Hive. This is a bit harder. This is 5 to break. This is 6. But yeah, maybe we should have. I don't know. Oh, they paid so much money. So far, we got 8 credits out of them on the scarcity. Ice on Archives does nothing. It does, because they have Apocalypse, and Apocalypse means they have to run every central server. So if they pop their DDoS, you're right, it does nothing. But we can double ice this at some point if we draw ice. So not totally useless. We want to jam the NGO front and make them use the DDoS on it. Let alone, yeah, their economy is really crumbling. And they're going to have to break these 2 ice if they want Apocalypse. Wanton Destruction coming out. That is actually kind of scary. Because they can DDoS Wanton. So maybe we want to double ice every central server. But double icing is good. So this is not totally useless. We don't want to return that. We want to keep that rezzed. Let's see if we can get a DDoS out of them. And we haven't seen a current yet, but I assume they would have played it. So I'm not worried about pre-rezzing for Hacktivist or Interdiction or anything like that. How do you know they're on Apocalypse? Corey, what's up? I don't think I said hi. It's they injected and they showed us they drew an Apocalypse and a DDoS. So we know it. Inject is... I don't think we would have played around it. That Inject kind of sold them out a bit. They also might be on the one that gives them extra clicks. Oh, they used a DDoS, so they're checking this remote. Fantastic. It's really good for us. It gets that out of there, so we can't res this. I don't know. I don't think you check this, right? There's no way you check that. Because we know they had a DDoS on the table. There's no way we jam an agenda. They're above punitive, though. 2 DDoS in the trash. 3 now? For real? 2 in the trash, yeah. Single X is here. Can't res the gatekeeper. DDoSes for the whole turn. Inside job isn't good enough, apparently. Take that, criminals. That's what I get for paying half attention. Hey, Corey, that's what we're here for, though. Asking questions is fine. Oh, yeah, right. Edward Kim hits a building blocks. That's a good hit. It's the best hit. Mind games. And now with the 2 DDoS off, not a lot of card draw, we could actually consider returning the bulwark. But I think that's a play we do if they draw punitive. Oh, that's a 3rd DDoS for 5 credits. So this remote is not good until we get 2 ice on it, but that's our plan anyways. All right, well, we have nothing to do with that. That's a good play. So we could, I want them to use their DDoS on the remote, so I'm actually just going to go on HQ. I'm more scared about losing to HQ, so we'll just get the money up. We need some money, and now they have to break a 6 strength code gate. We don't have to res this, mind you, until they apocalypse. It is very likely that they are on David. I think David's really good with apocalypse. You use it once and you're done, but that's fine. This scarcity just, oh my god, this took like 12 credits out of them, and they're just like eating it, because I don't think they have another play. Like, if they don't run currents, you don't draw your currents, you just gotta install your cards. This is good. This gives us the Lady Liberty, but we don't really need it until we have another ice. So server 1 we go. Advance, advance. Let's see if they use your last DDoS. If they use the last DDoS, it's going to be hard. You're right, Daily Cast isn't amazing apathy, but it's something. What's your favorite AHID deck so far? I just finished Carcosa playing Lola. Had a fair bit of fun. I like the ones that are not particularly great, but are hard to play. So I'm playing Calvin in the upcoming one, the one with no abilities. All right, we got the 2nd DDoS out. I do like Zoe Samara a fair bit too, and I'm also playing right now the bootlegger, Finn Edwards. Having a lot of fun. I like having 1 willpower is like really goofy. So there we go. 3 DDoS out of the game. Let's go. Duke is the best investigator. Yeah, Duke doesn't scale that well, but Duke is the best investigator, and that's kind of an Arkham Horror joke for the uninitiated. The best play this deck has its scarcity is no agendas to steal. Yeah, only 6 agendas, right? And this card is not that good right now. They only have 2 breakers yet, but Trace 4 or Trace 2 is not that good against 1 link. Well, that's gonna be an issue at some point. Okay, here we can go. Let's get going. Server 1. Server 1. This is gonna be Lady Liberty. Again, we are not good at protecting Lady Liberty. Luckily, when did they get 22 credits? Eater. Oh no. Oh heavens no. Oh, please don't. We don't have Chrism Grid. We are going to get apocalypsed. Eater luckily does Bulwark Fire. Motherfucker. And they are on Employee Strike. Okay, they just went down to 9 credits. I imagine they have this, but we have a couple turns. This is scary. Why are they getting 2 credits? Oh, because it's wrong ordering. Yeah, that's fine. They should play this before that, obviously, and they goofed it. Okay, so we can actually get apocalypsed here. Because all they need is Eater. We have a Hortum, which we can triple advance. That's the best we have. They do have an answer to that, too. So, yeah. Yep. And we're never going to turn this off unless we draw another scarcity. So let's go get a Lady Liberty. This is okay. This one actually doesn't matter that much to them. Oh, man. This is going to be rough. I think a Chrism Grid would do so much because they can't trash it. And Chrism Grid's a good card right now. It's also really good in Blue Sun. So it looks like they're probably going to apocalypse us. There's a chance they can't. Oh, they have so much money. They're going to apocalypse us. Do we need a post-apocalypse plan? I don't think we have one. We could triple advance this. Which means they have to spend another 6 credits. This they don't have to break. This actually has a chance if it hits the apocalypse they don't break it. This is really hard for them to break. It's 5, 6 credits. This is also 6 credits. I tried having low willpower, but I get pummeled down. Yeah, it's kind of rough. I don't think we res this right now. We're gonna get apocalypse sooner than it's gonna. That's not terrible. I just don't think we have enough money. I think we building blocks this. The problem is as soon as we get Apocalypse, we lose this. So we gotta make them like... We gotta make them think they can Apocalypse us. So like building blocks this, we go down to 21 credits. We can go up to 23. So we can res this for 5. This is 9, 3, 4. What's the chance they can't run everything? Sorry I missed the early part of the stream. Hey, it's all good, Cody. Welcome. How you doing? Okay, so we know they have Apocalypse in hand. I don't know what else they have in hand. They also could have Stim Hack, which would be an issue. But this one is... We'll make money on this, but this one is 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, fuck. What do we do? BB on HQ? In case they can DDoS again. They have 3 DDoSes in the heap. I'm not worried about DDoS. Chance Andre? I'd like to make my good friend Math. Yeah, we gotta math it. Chiashi is good against Eater. It's gonna mill their deck, but it's like not good enough. I guess we have this after. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. The thing is they just don't Apocalypse this turn. If they're scared, they just click for 4. Stack HQ to pump up Surveyor? We don't have a Surveyor on HQ. The Surveyor's on the remote, unfortunately. Archive's not HQ? Yeah, I want to make it Archives, because this is actually a really expensive server. They know, though, there's no face check on this. They know they're going to lose 4 cards. But this remote did just get expensive. 7, 8, 9, fuck it. Okay, they're drawing. That's good. That means no credits. Haven't seen a Stim Hack yet. I think we can afford to res this, because this is actually pretty cheap. MK Ultra's coming down, too. I think all their ice is actually cheaper to break with Eater. You think we can rush him out with Lady Liberty? We'll find out. Oh man, Punitive would be okay here, right? I don't know. They might have to run this too, because it turns to strike off. 28 credits, 1 bad pub. Oh, 1 bad pub. That's actually going to be huge. That's 3 credits. Yeah, maybe we want to res it last turn, but we didn't know we were going to draw the Chiashi. But like, we need to get this, like we need to survive for 3 more turns. Seems impossible. A single Crisium grid though, oh, we'd be so good. Injecting, they have another Apocalypse and they have an I've had worse. Also, they gained a credit on it. 2 breakers in the mid. Cast is coming down for 3 credits, so it's going to be a race for sure. Oh, they're running it good. We'll take the credits. Can't bounce this card, mind you. We've committed. This is going to be a close game. 27's probably enough. A Punitive is not good enough. We could draw once. Preemptive is really good after the Apocalypse, but they could hit it on the 1 and 4 on HQ. Oh, that's bad. Actually, that's good, because we have it for next turn. Can you pronounce Plague? I come in and see Lady Liberty being played in Blue Sun. What does the world come to? It's good. It's a good card. Unfortunately, it's not going to turn off Strike. But they need to trash this next turn and we score 3. If they don't trash the turn after, we score another 4. We win in 2 turns if they don't, like, goof our game up. They really... Okay, it looks like they're trying to goof our game up. And 30 credits seems like enough credits to goof. We might be goofed right here. Just in time. Alright. You can break this if you want. Game 2. Thank you. Very kind. Yeah, we win in 2 turns. It's not going to last. Oh, this is going to be really bad. They still have a lot of money. Okay. We need a couple more credits. Have they levied yet? No. We haven't seen a restrict. Oh, we know they're not on levy because they're on employee strike, actually. I don't think that ability's ever fired. You got break subs. Subs? Subs? They just paid... Oh, they paid 6. They didn't break the subs. I think they might be used to paperclip. Oh, they're also not accessing cards, so Edward Kim's not going to fire this turn unless they pull out all their breakers. Oof, they've already paid 5. 1 with the bad pub, that's 6. How good would, what's it called be now? 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions. Don't love blockchain, huh? Did they DC? Did we DC? You might be able to kill them. I don't think we are going to be able to. We know they have 1 I've worse in hand, which is an issue, but also, that's the large problem is they have 1 in hand. Blow it all one ice the Weyland way. It's expensive. Hey, is everything okay? Did they DC? Is everything okay? JNet okay? Yeah, they are losing 6 cards to Chiashi, but it's the top of their stack. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. I don't know what happened. Did they disconnect? It didn't say that they did. Talk about anticlimactic. Damn. How's everyone doing, huh? It might just have lots of lag. DC for the win. I don't want to take DC for the win. I want to build a statue in the middle of a flooded riverbed. But I want to throw points at it. What's going on? Done break join, so it looks like the connection's okay. Maybe they're just confused. I don't think they'd be confused. We didn't do anything, right? Like they did this run. Maybe they are mathing, but I think you write something here. Funk's in too. Funk's out. Funk has left. We did a Vulcan cover-up classic Weyland. Vulcan cover-up is a cool card. I think it rotated actually, which is sad because it's pretty playable right now. It's playable in the outfit. Hello? Oh boy. What happened? Okay, let's do the math though. Let's actually do the math. So this one costs them 6. They need to pay 3 more. So it costs 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there are 21 credits. This one, it's either 6 to break, or they break it probably for 3. Okay, so this is 3 for 5 credits. So they're down at 19. Okay, 19 credits. They run this one. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 8. So they're down 11 credits. This is another 5 credits. Down to 5. That's 6 credits. They can't apocalypse us. I don't think they got it. Yo, Specs, how's it going? LL so sick and blue sun. Hell yeah, it is. It's real good. It's really good. JNet seems slow and laggy for me. Ah, shit. That's not great. Did they have heat breakers? They did, Grim, but I don't think anything the grip. I think actually Eater's cheaper than the heat breakers because paying 4 to install just to start breaking either of these, there's no way it's cheaper. They might not break the net on Chiashi. I think they have to because if they don't break it, we hit the apocalypse. I think they have to break the net. It's just way too high of a random roll. If they do that, they run this first if they don't want to break it to see if they lose the apocalypse. You don't run this one first. Tenacious, do you have a Discord where people can find people to play with? I don't. If you want to find people to play with, hop on to StimHack Slack. Go to stimhack.slack.com and there should be lobbies of people to say like, hey, I'm a new player looking for games, stuff like that. Maybe for archives you overwrite the Eater. Oh, that's true. They could overwrite Eater here if they want to save 4 cards, but I think the money is actually too tight. Because remember, after they run all this bullshit, and this is, mind you, a 6 strength ice, they still need 3 credits to play the apocalypse, and that's actually the biggest issue here. Then Torch is the solution to world hunger. Yeah, I don't know. I think they actually Eater might be the cheaper, but I honestly haven't done the math right. The stream is his vanity project. What would your vanity project be? Yeah, this is the stream, right? I don't know. Opponent's gone, man. Yeah, there's a chance they are. I'm kind of not the most happy about that. We had a cool game going here. This is a 2-turn win, right? 2-turn win. And I don't think they can apocalypse this turn. Let's just say we won this one, right? Let's say. Feels bad. Yeah, that feels pretty bad. Okay. Spectators seem to be leaving. That's okay. I think we're going to go ahead and just concede this one. I hope they're okay. Yeah, I hope they are okay. Maybe the bulwark hit him so hard. At 2 credits, they saw us get the 2 credits and they were like, fuck no. 2 credits, I'm out. That's all they needed. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and concede and leave. We'll be right back. All right. We lost that one. Were we playing against Bobby Z? Did they just rejoin? Did you see that right there at the end? They know it's Hive next because it's $1 cheaper to use Eater than to overwrite. I don't think they know it's Hive, though. That is a big oof. How's work going, Andre? Work is going really well, actually. I'm now a full-time employee. I used to be on contract and they signed me, so that's actually really good. Now I have like a permanent position, which feels great. First like big professional gig, so hey. And the summer's been busy, so things have been good. Thanks for asking. Congrats on your full-time employment. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. It's been good. Summer's a bit quiet now. It looks like I'm gonna be going to Gamescom in August, which is always fun. Never gone there yet, but I hear it's kind of busy. Thank you, Dyke. Congratulations. Thank you. But no, things have been good. Things have definitely been really good. I'm excited for this year. I mean, I know you put a lot into it, but 6 advancements. I actually just gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back, and we're gonna just join another corp game. I'll be right back. What up? Chat. Are there any good locations in play right now that we have to play around? Because I'm thinking actually we drop Elizabeth Mills and we just play Crisium Grid. Because like we only have one card that gives us bad pub. We're not running hostile takeover, and like we only have one bulwark, so this is probably not worth a slot. Oh, this was better in the deck when we had too big to fail. So yeah, I think we'll take this out and play Crisium. If there's another card that's better than Crisium, maybe we're doing like a bit too reactive because we just played against a punitive deck or Apocalypse deck. So maybe that's wrong. Crisium seems good though. It's a good card. Let's give this another shot. If you're just tuning in, how's it going? My name's Andre. It's a Metroball Grid. I know we have a lot of people in chat watching this. Maybe you're newer to the game. Maybe you've heard about Netrunner just on the basis that people are, because you know the game was in the news for a bit because it's over. If that's the case, don't hesitate to say hi, ask some questions, meet the people in chat. Everyone's pretty great. Crisium would also have helped against Doof. Yeah, it's a great card. Also, we can bounce it, which is really good. So like we can even just put on R&D and then we'd be like, oh, we need this on HQ. We can fix it a turn later. It's really good against indexing. It's also like in theory not bad against Omar. It's also not bad against that what's it called? Divide and Conquer. I think there's some things. Citadel Sanctuary is probably the only one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's good against Omar, right? Hey. Man, if you haven't seen this, by the way, isn't this something else? That's fun. Okay, let's talk about this hand. It's good. It's a good hand. We have these two. We have a way to get credits. Omar has 12 influence. Why are you playing Omar? Probably they're playing very aggressively, so having an ice for archives is pretty strong. I think that ice is definitely going to always be Hive. We could consider high rolling this, playing Hive, credit, scarcity, and hoping that they don't top deck an RNG agenda. Mind you, it's 6 and 44. But they could index us turn 1. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this. We could easily do a lot worse. You can click the opponent's ID to see the quote. All my unanswered questions have led me here. I know it's all connected. Here's where the truth will be uncovered. Let's begin. That's so cool, Neil. Look, it's a pretty sweet chair. All hail the chair. It's an okay chair. I got it from IKEA. All right, that's a card. We actually could put this on archives because it's a cheaper res. It actually gives us some credits. And we also could ice R&D. I think you want the best ice on archives, but we can always move that ice around, right? Archives, R&D. We could play this for a credit. Oh, yeah, this for a credit. We go down to 4. We can still res this. We can't res that, though. And I don't know. Omar, I think you probably are have to play a current. I don't know which one they play, but this could slow them down a fair bit. And they mulligan, too. I think I'd rather see the opponent's quote. We've seen ours a lot, right? Mario, how's it going? When did this update roll out? Today at 1:15. They hit the executive boot camp. You gotta trash that one. How's it going, Mario? I bet it's activist. It easily could be. I've had worse. They have 11 credits, so they are winning the econ war. As default on the basis that you've seen your own quote. We have seen our own quote a fair bit. And they hit the surveyor, so they know what ice we have. NGO front's pretty sweet right now. We're not going to drag them through a remote server. But it gets us up close to the IPO, and HQ's open, so if we don't play this, they can easily trash it. So we're just going to head and go double advance here. I think if they had scarcity, they probably would have played it. I think we're just going to go ahead and res this. Like, it's not a food. We can't even score a food if it's a food. Turning wheel's an issue. Luckily, it's not a location, so we can't trash it. Chrism Grid also does nothing against this, so they hit the IPO, and they know this is in here too. All right, bad draw. Seems good. Let's get a nice. Yeah, that's a nice. Not very good right now. I think we have 2 of these in the deck, and it hasn't been relevant all game. We'll put this on HQ. It's technically attacks. Omar doesn't have Link, so it's pretty great. We can pop this and play the IPO. Seems like the play. Now this is a 1 in 3 on agenda, but we do have money. Yeah, the mulligan window is brand new as of today. Injecting is hitting a Fenris. I don't know what you Fenris. There's the 0, the Career Fair, the Laundry. The 0 trashes a cast. Yep. And they drew 2 more cards. So they're going to have to discard here. Get some breakers out. They got to keep the pressure on. You could have single advance to play IPO that turn. I don't want IPO that turn. It's not necessary. Steve Cambridge. That's really good. And a code gate breaker. So we got to make sure that both of these ices are good. This one's not fantastic just yet. But we do have the punitive. So even if they hit this, we can probably not kill them. One out of it works out. Okay. We can consider building a remote. This trashes program is not very relevant right now. We're going to need all the money we can get, though, because we're going to have to res all this ice very shortly. So I think we can just draw once, play this. Double punitive. We have a chance of just winning here. We'll see. 0 plus Lady Liberty seems real bad. Why is that? This card's good. Steve is a good ability. Trash the turning wheel. Second I've had worse. That's a really big deal because 2 I've had worse are out. We have the credit differential. So even if we install double advance like food, there's a chance we win. There's legitimately a chance I win. That's best on a turn that we res ice and they break the ice. That's the third I've had worse. Like double punitive actually probably wins. I think we install double advance this. We can also install it behind the Ryan. They can't break the Ryan. Yeah, I think we could just go for it, right? Install double advance. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we win. Because 3 I've had worse are out. They're throwing a dirty laundry. Maybe they have money in their hand. If not, we can score it, which is a good thing for Corpse to do. That Steve is really spicy, right? Because the pressure's 2 remote servers, and that's really good. All right, they could think it's a second NGO front. I think even if they click for 3 credits, we're fine. Employee strike coming down. That's fine. That might mean that they want to run. All right, no more action. They get it. What is this? Advancing agendas like a scrub? I hear you. I'm not happy about it, but we're playing Weyland, so we do what we can do. And again, 3 I've had worse out of the deck. They could drop some damage protection. I don't know if they have it, but they've drawn a lot of their deck, so I don't know. Might have confused you from Mati Mukunda. Yeah, maybe they did. There's no reason to play that when you're running. 0 throws out a Maxwell James. A hell of a card against this deck. Glad to see it go. But we might just do credit. Punitive. So we'll see how that goes. I think we got them. I think we have them. Not a lot of people playing meat damage protection, mind you. Now, if they're playing this, it didn't mean they're playing Film Critic. They could have dropped Film Critic and ran it, even Imp. We don't want to res this, right? Because if we res this, we are down 4 credits. Actually, 3 credits. No, this is fine. There's no way we will lose, right? Because even if they get a 4-point agenda, they're only on 6. Omar, I hope they hit a punitive, actually. That's like the ultimate conspiracy theory. I think they want to use Steve to get I've had worse back. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. That's true. Oh, that's a misplay, huh? We can't kill them now. We have misplayed terribly. We got too cocky. Now, they could have broken this. Oh, well. Wow. Well. Oh, damn hubris, huh? You have a good chance to kill? No, it's impossible to kill. Oh, yeah. No, actually, yeah, because they don't have 6 hand sides. You're right. All right, we're good. This is fine. This is fine. All right, we have a 50-50, basically. Good luck. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, let's go. Is there anything we can do here? No. No, we just fire it. No, Link. Damn, we're good. Good game. Was a good play. Didn't see that coming. Good game. Oh, wow. Damn, we're good. 40%, right? Whew. Yeah, 50's not right, but literally the best. Okay. Steve Cambridge. Hell of a card. Don't underestimate Steve, huh? Damn. So if we res this, they break it. They go down to 0 credits. It changes nothing. They had exactly enough money to break the Hortem. If they had 1 credit fewer, they couldn't do it. Because it's... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, they did. So it's 3+3, so they can get in. It's fine. We can't do anything. I need my strike earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I probably slowed them down a fair bit. That glass is coming for you. Too much research, econ. Yeah, that's everyone. Scarcity is nuts. Thanks for the game, eh? Alright, hey. Lady Liberty. Blue Sun, 100% win rate. Let's go. Weyland live. Ciao. Okay. A bit risky. Obviously didn't play around Steve. Not a thing that you generally play around, but we'll take it. Scarcity should be first time, not every time. Yeah, scarcity should be the first time. It's like it has no counterplay. I've said this way too many times on the channel, but the fact that it's not first time, it means it's absolutely insane. It just turns off decks. And there could be some counterplay with it still being a fine card. Like you just install 2 Reeses a turn and then you played intelligently and it still was a good card because it controlled your other turns and it still also cost you 2 credits. Like it's the way that's printed right now is kind of absurd. 100% win rate must be tier 1. Hey, watch out, world. What are we, a couple months away? Oh my god, it's time to tune this nonsense up. It's worth also saying, like, as much as we have been winning the games, oh, actually 67%, right? We conceded 1. What is working and what isn't working. Executive Bootcamp seems actually really important that we want 3 of. The NGO front seems like the best. So far, the mouseless hasn't been that great. It honestly hasn't been that good. A lot of times we just want to end the run. This is very not good on the remote server when we're trying to protect a thing. Is this open? Totally. But it's a nice that's cheap. The Veritas also, it's technically a taxing card. A lot of times it costs 6 credits for Anarchs, but they can just let the trace fire sometimes. Maybe they have a link, hopefully. Building blocks has worked out surprisingly well, but I think it is actually just luck. Yo, Phil, how's it going? You need Drudge. Yeah, Specs, that was brought up. That Drudge is a pretty cool card. It's actually really good specifically with Blue Sun because you can return it to hand. We're also playing big agendas, so it's really good because it gives us money. But I don't think we needed it because we haven't flooded up yet with just only 6 agendas. But maybe we play one of these so we can tutor with Executive Bootcamp so we can get agendas back in our deck and then return this to hand. This is a really sick card in Blue Sun. It's one of the other Blue Sun support cards that exist. This card's really cool. It's also definitely fine in acid spam. And my god, have you seen this thing yet? It's still the coolest thing. Do we run because we can or because we must? The truth must be found. And they do find the truth a lot of times. In fact, Find the Truth is up. They don't have always be running as most Anarchs don't. Or, sorry, Atoms don't. Neutralized threat means HQ pressure is high. This hand is really good. We're going to keep that for sure. Dang, this hand. Yeah, right? That's a hand. So we want good ice on R&D. This is a good ice. It's worth noting that we only get 2 credits if they face check this. That's a good hand, huh? That's a good hand. That's what good hands look like. I think we can bluff here, because even if they see an agenda on top, there's a big chance we just kill them. There's a big chance we just do like this into this into this. The new JNet rocks. Hell yeah, it does. Now to get them to steal Vanity. We just feed them a Vanity, right? RNG key coming out. Ooh, they call their bluff here. Oh, Maxwell James. That's a good card. Running archives. Gets to see the top card of R&D. They could run it. They really could. And we can't really kill them. Actually, Punitive is so good when their hand size is 3. Oh, there it is. Found it. Ooh. Ooh, there it is. Unfortunately, this is on the table. Not the place you want it. And we know they drew a Liberated account, which is a good card. Hopefully we rip Scarcity off the top. This could be a Scarcity, mind you. Do we pay all that money? Do we pay 3 credits and 2 clicks for Scarcity? No. We get enough credits to be able to res our ice. And we're going to need 14 credits for that, which means this puts us there. Raise your arm if you're easy to Punitive. When seeing sneak peeks of the new opening screen for Weyland, nice to finally see it live. It's really cool. This is a problem. It's a good econ card, and econ matters. They also drew Freedom through Equality, which means that they can turn off the current for the big cost of 3 credits. Now, money is not that good. We need a way to make money not an issue, but now, unfortunately, if we draw something that's unplayable, we can't play it. So we're going to play this. They can go ahead and play their current. It means that they win in 2 axes a lot of the times, because they can Freedom Global Food. But at least it's going to cost them 3 credits. So, Biotic Fast Track LL. We're not on that. No, we don't have Biotic. It's too hard to protect both HQ and the remote server, so we'll see it. They play the Freedom. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. It's actually a really good card. We res this. We give them a bad pub, mind you, but we're going to get 2 credits. We trash the RNG key. We can also let them access. I think we're going to have to give them a bad pub. So we're going to trash that RNG key. They have another in hand, so it's not fantastic. Mind you, this says the runner trashes 1 program, which is pretty lame. It's not our choice, so if they had like a shitty card, they could go ahead and trash it. But they have another RNG key in hand, so I don't actually think we de-res this. Maybe we do de-res this. They just drew a nanotech. If we de-res this, we can go building blocks it up. We're going to give them 2 bad pub, though. And mind you, we just did take Elizabeth Mills out of the deck. I think we need the money. I think we're going to have to do it. Or we can leave it and just hope we draw another barrier. Consult for Scarcity now. I think their hand is, I don't know what their hand is. I think we'll leave it. We can do it next turn if we need to. Oh, fuck me. Run HQ, they win. 3 points plus 4 points. There's a chance they run HQ and they win. Also, we don't have a play now with the building blocks, so. What could we possibly Scarcity into? Are there counters for D-Res strategy? No, there isn't. D-Res is way too good against Blue Sun. This card's also just way too good. I think we throw this out. I think we click 3, throw this out. We also consider throwing an agenda out, but it's way too high risk. We know their hand isn't particularly good. I think we know they have a nanotech, and that's it. Turning out the current not loses the game. You're right, actually, maybe there's a chance we just play the current so that we don't lose to this. There's a chance we lose here, y'all. There's also a chance we win. Maybe we also wanted to bounce this, so just so we can bounce both of them. Hit the nanotech, that's actually kind of a big deal. I think we're not running many sentries. They have a tag, though. There's some value in that. Let's see if we lose. Let's see if we lose. And the thing is, even if they steal one of these, I think Punitive is off. I guess if the food, steal the food, it isn't. RG key. Oh, we flew a bit close to the sun. Now, luckily, a single Punitive wins us the game. A single Punitive wins the game. They have to run this again. They just run this again. Well, well, well. Because their hand size is only 3 right now. And we're going to have 16 credits. We could Punitive them. I think they have to run HQ again, right? There's a chance that... Okay. Wait, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? On encounter? Sorry? Sorry? What's happening? Yeah, totally. Oh, they're trying to de-res it with Maxwell. You can take that clip back. Yeah, Maxwell James is only a remote server. They can't do that. Oh, no worries. Of course. Yeah, they thought they were going to de-res that, which would be a big deal. It keeps them into the game, but Maxwell James is only a remote server. You can't de-res that. Okay. Still can lose. Every HQ run is 2 X's. They got 15 credits. Maybe bouncing this last turn was right. I'm replaying it. Yeah, bounce size play punitive is a big deal because they just stole 5 points of agendas, or actually 4 because they don't steal this, they add it. And we do have a punitive, and they might even have to clear the tag. I don't think you clear the tag here. Alright, dirty laundry. 16 credits. We definitely win here, huh? Math is hard, right? So we're just going to hit that big button. Ooh, good game. Not every day do you get a Vanity and Adam on turn 4. Oh, my dude. Turn 5, excuse me. Good game. That was funny enough. Had another agenda in there. Could have won. Tier SS. Yeah, food in there. Chance to win in a single run. Yeah, if they hit that. I think they definitely hit that. This is world's ready. Tier S. S plus tier. Man, we're getting some pretty funny interactions in this game. Oh, Bulwark. You're doing good. King of Servers champ. What's up? If you don't know, Spagcore, who's in Twitch chat, is running King of Servers, has been running it for years. If you haven't had the opportunity to go to King of Servers this year, or any year, try and make it to Worlds this year. Let me tell you. Hell of a fun time. Metropole Grid came in 4th last year. Represent. Had some actually we called in some support from both Florida and Toronto, so we had a pretty good international team. Had a great time. Hey, thanks so much. Thanks for the game. See you around, eh? This would be fun in those last rounds when people get punchy. Yeah, right? Where you're swinging real hard. Alright. What are we, 100% win rate? Give or take. It's only 1042 as well. Let's go. Michigan Master. Nasir Maidan, hell no. The unknown brought me here. The boundless net holds infinite secrets, and every discovery propels us further. Holy shit. When you encounter a piece of ice that was just res, lose all credits, gain 12 credits. What is happening? Oh, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey. What an ID choice. This is going to be wild. This is insane. That's a lot of value there on that face check Chiashi. I know, right? This is going to be wild. So wild. A lot of decks, you know, this is so bad because you hit a vanilla resistor, anything that's 0, and then you lose all your money. They got spicy tech. Are they sniping us? Who knows? Oh, man. Okay, this hand's really good, though. Keep this hand. What is Nasir going to do? Man, this is so cool. They mulliganed. That's so good. We don't pay enough attention to that stuff. Agenda in hand. Best of luck. Have fun. Pop up. Tier 1. Tier S. Rip Personal Workshop. Yeah. Personal Workshop is a big deal. They have SMC. They don't have much else. They could be playing algo trading. Never res and punitive anything. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like we do have some good counterplay built in because we can just punitive them. This is a good card. This is a good card. Yeah, so basically we just keep a cheaper ice on the inside. We res it, we punitive them. I don't know what restricted card they play. Could easily be Beth. There's not Beth, sorry. What's her name? We have no counter, and there's a good Weyland card that charges connections, but they easily could be on Film Critic. Oh, no way! Hey! Plague. Alright. Respect. Alright, this is, can you pronounce Plague from Twitch chat? Yeah, they could be on Critic very easily. Critic was actually pretty important in Nasir back in the days because they had a big problem with stealing. A real big problem when it came to stealing NAPD contract back in the day, but I don't know. So if we res this, this actually gives them 5 credits and they lose the credits. Yeah, this is worth it. We get more money on this. So they lose the credits, they get 1 credit because the Order of Saul fires. Turn 1 Order of Saul is going to get some value. So they're at 5. All this fires though, so I think we come out ahead. Trace 2, they have a link. Nasir has a link. We could boost into this. I don't think we're going to. I don't know if we need to trash this. Now, de-resing our ice is really bad for them. They got to spend a credit. Okay. If they hit the food, we're in such a bad spot. There's a chance also we double punitive in hand and they die. Oh, totally. It's on the run. Yeah, if you don't know, Nasir came out at the same time as... He's actually in the card art of... what's it called? Fuck, they hit the NGO front. He's in the card art of that one... That trace every time. Big Brother, I think? No, not Big Brother. Not at all Big Brother. So this is the first time a turn. This actually is going to hit pretty good. We definitely res this. What's the one? Yeah, Order Soul did give it credits. This is also location, you're right. So we hit another location, pretty good. They're going to have a tag, which they can't clear. But we did give them credits. Maybe that was wrong, actually. I did not consider how wrong that could be. But yeah, there's an NBN current that's not door-to-door, what's it called? But Nasir's in it. Nasir is basically running from NBN. That's his flavor text. We're definitely not going to bounce any of these. I think that one of the best cards right now is Building Blocks on the on the basis. This is why you play that, what is it called? Drudge works. Because we're going to be flooded. We probably lose this. Manhunt, that's it. And he's also on targeted marketing. Maybe he's not on Manhunt. Yeah, that was a good opening. But yeah, Nasir's been on the run from NBN. That's the whole story from that arc. Chasing down, oh man, I'm forgetting all the names right now, but there's that 8 to 9 cost neutral asset or resource that gives you a click every turn. Yeah, the whole Lunar Cycle was Nasir's story. And it was a cool arc. I know some people enjoyed it. So if we never res ice, Nasir's blank. That's how we counterplay this thing. Yeah, chasing the shards and fragments on the moon. I think you ended up going to Wildside. You ended up going to Aesop's Pawn Shop. Both of those are on the moon, if you didn't know. I think if we play slow, we're in an okay spot, considering their economy is, like, super weird. And they were planning to install this. Fuck me, okay. Luckily, we have a third of our agendas in hand. Are they really letting this happen? There's a chance that also they win on this, and we hit the daily casts. We also have a tag, which is not something we can capitalize on unless we want to trash this. Wait, how did they get so much money? Wait, oh, that doesn't work like that. Oh. That doesn't work like that. You don't gain 4. That's only on res, not encounter. It's like, why do they have so much money? This is when you encounter a piece of ice that was just resed, so they shouldn't have 4 credits. Yeah, they click on the Nasir ability to gain 4. Ooh, this might be a big issue based on their game plan. Ooh, that's not good. Rachel Beckman, thank you, Dite. That's who she is. Suddenly another person realizes Nasir is bad. It's like if we're not playing Nasir ever. Oh, man. So if you also don't know, if maybe you're newer to the game, there was a card called Personal Workshop. That was a really big deal with Nasir because it was an instant ability that lets you install cards from your hand. Punitive also seems really good, but it looks like there's no agendas in the next 5 cards. It's rotated. Yep. And they have a tag. We could be pretty spiteful and trash this. We did draw the punitive for what it's worth. We definitely want to keep this in hand on the basis that it's pretty good. Especially when we can make them like go down to 4 credits. I think 4 is our cheapest dice. Do we trash this? This card probably isn't that good considering they've probably goofed how their deck works. But what do we do here? I don't want to throw a card out. We'll put this on the remote server. I don't think we get punished. Maybe Patron punishes us, but we want a lot of ice on the remote server for Surveyor. Surveyor is also really hard for them to deal with because at some point they go down to 5 credits and it's like Trace 8, so whatever. Yeah, Personal Workshop was a card that I'm not entirely surprised that rotated because it does make a lot of other cards harder to balance. I also think Pat pointed out to me, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but in the core set there is no cards that have instant abilities, and Personal Workshop had a very potent instant ability, so maybe that's why they didn't make it. There's that algo trading. This is actually not going to do anything because they need 3 credits to fire this, so it's not a particularly great install there. We don't want to bounce our ice. And we got a hedge fund, which is fantastic. We actually could consider just jamming, but we need to end the run ice, and giving them 12 credits seems bad. I think Hive is probably one of the best ice we could have right now. If we have another punitive, I think we just jam it and then give them 4 and give us, like, what? We have others 5 credits, and they get a tag. We haven't seen a restricted card yet. They could be on Film Critic. I think we just click for credits because if we draw anything, it's unplayable. We want to wait until we have building blocks for either of these so we can res them without giving them 12 to 15 credits. which seems like a big deal. So let's just get a credit differential, draw another punitive, jam the food. Majukas, thanks for the wave. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday, eh? The Nasir matchup, so hard. This card actually, mind you, is not that bad. The time that it came out and it could start seeing play is actually the time that people were playing Best Defense, which actually might be a card that comes into the meta again, but this card's not terrible. Building Blocks makes Nasir so sad. But I don't mind. This is an end to run code gate. I like that. I like end to runs. This also, like, we know the next 2 cards. I think there's no agendas. Then we just put this on server 1, click for 2. If we draw Consulting or we draw another punitive, we just jam. I feel bad for the poor guy, yeah. Nasir is cool. I do like Nasir. I wish Nasir actually was, like, even if not a tier 1 deck, if there was like a cool, interesting tier 3 Nasir deck, it would be pretty wild, but it's kind of difficult. Did I miss the news segment? There's not real news, unfortunately, to New Kid. I guess there's a bit, but I don't know. We've been talking about a lot of that after the end of the stream. That's the card we're talking about, huh? Let's go ahead and jam this. So they can put 3 credits on this, and then it gets 2 extra credits. Both of these abilities can fire on the same turn, which means that they only get 2 credits if they want to trash it because they spent 6 of their own. I think the server's pretty safe. There's also a cool card that's really good against Weyland. It's a social engineering, which is actually such a shame that social engineering, that like idea was used on a shaper card. It seems such a criminal card, and I'm upset that they use that on something that isn't that great. And Beth is going to do some value for them for sure. Hey Donald, how's it going? Finally made it for a live stream. Hey, hello from Florida. Thanks for dropping by, Donald. How's it going down in Florida? We don't need 2 of these. Welcome to the live stream. All right, we're technically on game point because of the way that we built our deck. And this is a real card. 2 credits a turn. GFI Advanced Van seems less potent when follow-up is Vanity. Yeah, it does. But this is an easier punitive, sort of. Doesn't really matter that much. I think we can probably just score on a remote. Beth is going to give them a credit, which is actually pretty valuable. Advancing Agendas was not how the game was meant to be played. I know, right? See a window. I open the window. Yeah, they assume that we play a bit slower with Lady Liberty. Lady Liberty also, mind you, does play around clock because you're not actually scoring an agenda, let alone installing it. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool card. 10 credits on here, mind you. And sure, 6 of the credits were theirs, but they spent 4 or 5 clicks. 2 clicks, 4 or 5 turns to get a hedge fund. But this is only getting bigger. Now, the problem with algo trading is, like, if you take all the money and then run into a shitty piece of ice, it's not that great. So you definitely want a self-modifying code or something on the table so you can use those credits. They also probably are on a very good Nasir card. Oh, whoa. That makes a lot of sense, actually. But a very good Nasir card is Study Guide. That's going to be good for them. It's hard to play around that. We can install IPO. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. It's good. We can install IPO. Next turn, triple advance. Next turn, triple advance. Yeah, right? That seems good. They don't run this. Oh, fuck. Let's just take another credit. I forgot that's terminal. You don't play that. If we triple advances, though, I think they run it. And they're going to have 12 credits. Maybe this was wrong. There's no way that this is right. I'm regretting this immediately. It's much safer in HQ. I don't know if they have HQ multi-access. Also, Kangamato is not that great. The end to run is the last subroutine here, so we're actually pretty safe. We can also consider triple advancing this. This is a really good ice with triple advances. Man, this beer tastes like orange juice. It's totally wild. They have to be scared of the double punitive. They do, but they can pop this after and gain 12 credits. Like, that's a lot of money. Like, they gain 5 when we res this, plus 12 off of this. I don't think they have to be scared. Punitive consulting punitive. I think that's pretty safe. I don't know. They'll have more money than us. That's 5 plus 12. That's 17 credits they're sitting on. Double punitive visit? I don't know. Parousia goes out. Makes a lot of sense. Not a particularly good card. Scarcity is a good card, mind you. We just need to draw building blocks. This might slow them down considering their engine seems to be based off of Kangamato and Tech Trader, but like this card we need to deal with. It's just 2 cards a turn. Silver Speak, do you eat bread? What does that possibly mean? How's it going, by the way? Thanks for dropping by. Steven, when I first came back into the video, I thought the HQ Ice was a big Fairchild. I thought you were doing something interesting with the influence. Yo, we did. We spent it all on Lady Liberty. It's not influence. We spent it all on like Gatekeeper and stuff. It's going to be a big deal considering they're definitely on Kangamato, Tech Trader, and all that economy. And they use their algo trading. That's the best thing we could ask for. Oh, they put that down for 7. Okay, we're fine. I think the punitive is alive and well. Because that's the thing, is you can't gain all those monies. Like, you keep the algo trading for after you hit an ice. Now that they've used it up front to set up, like, not scared. And what are they going to do? Install more resources? Do it. Do it. Mind you, also, these gave a credit apiece. Could I possibly get a shout out? How's it going, Silverspeak? Moomin, yo, what's up, Terrence? I'm hearing that Montreal is bailing on us. It looks like that. It does look like that. I'm afraid. Yeah, everything's falling apart real bad. I apologize. Also, Moomin, do you have a statement on whether or not Rain or Reverie is legal? How that works? Pirate Nasir seems good. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't. Sorry. Ooh. That's not something you can do. So they installed the Degdeer and then moved the card onto it. You can't do that. The card has to be installed. Like, when you can't just move your programs around. You just gain 2 credits. Oh, minus 1 credit. You got 1 from Tech Trader. Oh, no worries. Sungo sent us a link. I guess I'll tweet it at you. Thank you. Or actually, can you throw it in chat? Is that possible, actually? Because I can open it up here. Oh, all good. God, good. You have 1 extra credit, though, from the Tech Trader. Can you decrement 1, kindly? They gave themselves 3 plus the 1 from Tech Trader. Yeah, exactly. They have 1 too many, I'm pretty sure. Don't they have 2 extra? Well, they reinstalled it for 2, so I don't think so. Oh, they took 2 left. I think that's 1 too few. That might be 1 too few. Ninja Mike, what's up? 4-1 game events, Fantasy Flight. Thank you. Due to low supply of Rain or Reverie, we will be allowing and supplying proxy versions of cards from the set in order to ensure level playing field. 4-1 games, keep kicking ass, huh? Are you at your mom's house? I don't even know what that means. Either way, it's fine. I think you're 1 short. Let's triple advances. How bad could it go? They know it's the thing. You can triple advance NGO front, but it seems like a bad play. Got it by email tonight. Ah, thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's huge. That's a really big deal. If you don't know, by the way, mini news segment. We have the regionals are this Saturday at 11 a.m. at 4-1 games in Toronto. Toronto's last FFG regionals, if you can make it out. Yeah, it's really good. A lot of people are in a bad spot. Toronto did not get a lot of cards, a lot of versions, a lot of Rain and Reverie, mind you. I think 4-1 games was like 70 copies short of what they got on pre-orders, just pre-orders. So it makes sense. I'm glad a lot of tournaments are doing that because I don't want a game to be won on the basis that like somebody had, you know. Now we just don't res and we win. Now we res nothing and we win. Can't get credits if we don't res ice. Yeah, but like the fact that someone could make a lot of money on eBay and then do well at the tournament, that seems pretty bad. I heard FFG is taking a hard stance at Worlds. No proxies and R&R is legal. Is that true? It might be true. They might be reprinting it though, and there's a big chance that you'll be able to buy R&R at Worlds. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's at their factory. If they access, they lose. If they don't access, they lose. Right? Because there's no way to get money if we don't res ice. And they're going to access with 1 credit. And we got double punitive in hand. Plus 4 credits from the mouseless. When you kill them, you have to say, can you pronounce punitive? You need to email Sungho if you want proxies. Oh, Terrence, thanks so much. What's the email address? So if you're going to Toronto and you want proxies made, if you need proxies, they hope it's NGO. You have to email Sungho, who's apparently organizing it. We'll get that email real soon. It's in the link. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. Must be submitted on site. Click here to reserve your seat. Events at 401 Games. Okay, cool. So hit them up. All right, it looks like we got it here. We don't even need to take that. We'll just go ahead and take our vanity project. Hey guys, we got a new film. Miranda's in it. It's gonna be good. Good game. That's pretty wild. If anyone is coming to Toronto, doesn't have an R&R, look up the event on 401's page. You'll find it right here. 401games.ca/events/fantasy flight. It's just this Saturday if you can make it down. Playing this year was never gonna end well. It's gonna be interesting. Hey Artem, hey Montreal Artem. I got a set any of you guys gonna need to borrow cards. How's it going, Artem? Scoring in a server like a schmuck. Yeah, right, our Lady Liberty deck, we scored 2 agendas in the remote for a lot of credits. Count it, headed back to stream now. Hey, thank you too. See you there. All right, it's 11 o'clock. We're at a crossroads in Sun. Blue Sun, such a great corp. Oh, it's been doing well. We're at a crossroads at this point. We got like maybe an hour more of stream. We might cut a bit early just because I haven't had dinner yet, and that seems important. We can play more Blue Sun, or if there's a deck list that someone wants to throw my way or anything like that. There's actually the deck list I wanted to try is, I think it's another Kenny Deacons deck, and also you see Nels Anderson was playing it at the regional in the regional in Vancouver. Or BC? Was it in Vancouver or Victoria? I don't know. But like this deck seems pretty fun too. I'm not doing Fear the Masses Net ever again. Yeah, it is just HMU on FB or whatever. Hey, Artem, thanks for dropping by, man. Hope you're doing good. Let me know. We can play more Blue Sun. I might try this if there's a deck list that anyone feels really strongly about. We can run it through, but do it. Yeah, Tataki, this one seems fun. We also have some R&R available for lending, but if there's going to be a lot of people who need them, we'll have to print. That's super cool. Good on you, 401. And also shout out to Sango, who's running the thing. He ran the Nationals too, did a good job. Hey, thanks for the game, Andre. Sorry about my incompetence when dealing with programs and hosting. No, it's all good. I'm glad that sort of stuff happens actually, you know, so that we can talk about it on, like it's not about making, like if you goof something up, it's so good that you do it now and not like at a regional. And that we can say like, hey, this is how it works, and you know, maybe you learn something if you're tuning in. Apparently they need to be made by Sunko or something. Oh, weird. All right. Chat, looks like we're gonna try this one. This is based off of a deck list that oh, it's the big boy. Sorry, not Kenny Deacons. The big boy's been playing apparently Comet Isla, and kind of the quest right now, and just take it on that is play as many identities as possible so that we can see all the flavor text that they wrote. But the idea is that we're gonna be playing Comet, and we have a lot of events. We have only 3 icebreakers, which makes us weak to certain matchups, so misdirection and SMC. This version does not have a restricted card, and I actually do like, to some extent, Nels's. Nels, mind you, is on the Terminal 7 podcast. A really good dude, works in game design, worked on a lot of games that I really like at Clay, and now is at Campo Santo. I think he left Campo Santo. They have their own company. I don't know. Maybe I'm goofing it. This one had Levy, and then running Clot. This one actually didn't have a restricted card. I like Clot. The idea is you run a lot of events, so Oracle May is an easy fire. If you Oracle May one of your icebreakers, if you got really unlucky, it's only somewhat bad, because hopefully you'll draw into your... Oh, actually, it's really bad on this list. Oh, no, you have to compile, so you have a chance out. Oh, they both have Levy. Excuse me, I don't know why this one didn't show as restricted, and this one does. Nels's list, I want to see how they're different. Nels's list also has Infiltration, which I honestly sympathize with. This one has Build Script, this one has Clot. I think that's the big change. And Build Script is actually pretty good as a draw card, because drawing is really important, but this is good to stop fast events. We'll start actually with big boys. I want to see the draw, and then from there, like, let's go all into Comet, and if that doesn't work out, we can stop fast events if we need to. We gotta put up our Blue Sun deck on beat on JNet. Hit. Comet's also a pretty cool card. I'm glad that it's seeing some more play, and Isla's also a very interesting identity that doesn't see enough representation. Invisible unicorn. Kenny was the one with the meme Sunny deck. Yeah, I'm goofing it up. We played Sunny this evening. If you're just tuning in, my name is Andre. The beer, the heat, and the lack of food is slowly setting in. Hopefully you're doing all right. Maybe you're somewhere with air conditioning. Maybe it's not even the summer where you're at. Let's give this a shot. I'm glad you're playing this because I've been curious about it and I wanted to actually put in the effort to try it myself. I tried it yesterday. I did some testing locally with a friend for regionals, and I played against controlling the message, just like standard controlling the message with 3 AR enhanced security and no other real frills, hard-hitting news, that sort of stuff. It was brutal. Misdirection was super valuable, but did not stand a chance. I actually conceded, so I don't know. I played Comet Haley in my first regional, the first real tourney I went to. Oh, Steven, how'd it go? But yeah, I'm actually... Oh, Grown Calf, yo, is in Twitch chat. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. It seems to be better placed against Glacier than it is against Assets. Because it's... I don't know, the money on it doesn't seem that great. What do you stick in VRAM? So we're going to have to do that. 4 cards in VRAM. The best thing to put in VRAM is actually indexing. The best is Comet, which we don't have, unfortunately. We can pick 4 of these cards to put under Identity. Breaker is kind of clumsy, but it's best we don't draw it, so we'll put it down. This is actually an important breaker against Mati Makundo because they're probably running Sentries. There's a lot of good ones. Diesel is not great. SMC is not great. I think we just... Yeah, that's probably fine. Data streams have changed overnight. What will I cultivate today? And here we have libraries need not be lifeless. So you may find ourselves if you tamper with ours. So this is a really good card to open with. Indexing is really good turn 1. We don't have Employee Strike. Employee Strike is one of the best cards against Team Makundo because they don't ice aggressively. We got to figure out whether it's Glacier, whether it's Asset Spam. I've been playing a lot of Asset Spam with Team Makundo. I think it's really good. So this hand's not bad at all. The deck really hinges around Comet, and we have no card draw in our deck. I think actually we mulligan into Comet, but this is actually really good. We have so many good econ cards, though. All right, we kept this, baby. We drew a lot of other worse cards, though, so thanks. Lost in top cut to bad luck in a horrible matchup. What do you think of a Poc Val, Andre? I played it at Alberta Regionals. It's really good. How's it going, Coca-Cola? Haven't played a lot of APOC in a while, but it's definitely really strong. You have some issues against Mati Makundo, but it's good against a lot of the good decks right now. It's good against Asset Spam. It's good against Glacier. I think it's probably totally playable. Compile and Comet, 2 of my fave cards. It's good. Escher is also a cool card. I think this card sees play largely because you want to diffuse the big servers of... doesn't look like it's Asset Spam, mind you. The big servers that have Surveyor on it, you can spread them out, which has some value. But let's go ahead and set up. Okay, we have this. This card gains 1, draws 2, which is not a good card to play right now. Actually, no, it's perfectly fine. Still no comment. SMC is good, though. Escher is downright filthy. Yeah, I think Escher is really good right now. It's also worth noting that we have all this here. They iced up R&D, which is pretty good turn 1. But we got to figure out how we're going to win. I honestly don't know. Yeah, Diesel on NVRAM is actually pretty bad. Because you're clicking 1 to draw, and then you're clicking 1 to play it just to draw 3 cards. There's a chance we don't put this down here. And it looks like it's a slow game, which favors us because we need to set up. I think we play this. All right, we have the Comet. We definitely want to get that down. And then we can install another card. We have our Barrier Breaker. A lot of times we also use Angolo as a Barrier Breaker. Draw, last click. But it's good that we have it. The thing is this, I don't know if the economy in this deck is that good. This card's also kind of lame. Because it just draws a card, but it gives you a Comet trigger. We have no better Comet trigger, so I think we actually might want to keep that. So I actually don't even know. This threatens something. And self-modifying code is necessary if we lose our levy. Even sometimes like same old thing into exclusive party, just a Comet and a double is not the worst. But we don't really have a good Comet turn next turn. Maybe installing it was wrong. Let's get rid of this one. It's not that much better than drawing. It's a bit better with Comet. Came in 4th. Was eliminated by V. That was the first time we met. Oh, that's super cute. Fast track for viral weaponization. Fuck me. This is a perfect turn for compile, which we don't have. But basically they're saying they're going to wipe our hand unless we run this. We have 3 stim hacks. Please look at my baby, Hooded Archer. Okay. How's it going, Hooded, by the way? I tried exclusive party with Max. It seems fun. It's just a lot of card slots. Okay, so this is a viral weaponization as far as we know. If they score, we wipe our whole hand. We have basically access to only a code gate breaker that can make anything else a code gate, which is really good, but it's really expensive. And we did not draw 3 stim hack, and the stim hack seems really important because we definitely stim hack this remote. That's also not what a stim hack looks like. There's a chance we run this if they get an ice down. Like, Komainu right now is brutal. At least we get the agenda. Ah, fuck it. We'll face tank it. Dash it? I don't know if we dash it. I think we index dash it if they spend all their money rezzing some shit here. And by the way, why is it not, like, it doesn't look protected? It's Matiba Kundo can put down an ice in front of this, and we have to encounter it, which is a big deal. Gonna go out to fight some nerds for the last Katara pack? What is this? Oh, it's a motion deck. Don't love those. Seems good. Alright, they're thinking it through. Now, another big thing is if you just make them spend more than 5 credits, they can't score this, so we have some time. You had Isla for Diesel, hope for another event like Stim Hack. Yeah, Diesel is an event, and if we drew twice, you're right, we probably should just Isla for Diesel. There's a chance also we draw Diesel here, so we have to encounter this card. It is a Kakugo, which we have the answer in hand. Oh, fuck me. Okay, whatever. We're gonna lose our cards anyways, might as well lose them in style. Oh, in such style. In such style. And this is gonna go down to a few credits. What style we have? Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This, mind you, doesn't do damage if we have no cards in hand. We're going to lose our barrier breaker, though. That seems like an issue. Maybe we wanted to install that. That's probably an issue. We need to now have to compile this thing. Alright, so we'll put that on the bottom. That's fine. IPO. They can draw that, actually. That doesn't matter. Rashid is bad. Kagu's worse. Rashid is bad, considering we don't have a barrier breaker. Oh, I will kindly take points. Now, if they res this to do damage... Oh, man. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, trash our one card. Go ahead, do it. Damn right. When you start looking at my deck, my stream keeps lagging. Fuck. Oh, I just said, Asatoba, what's up? No clicks? No, we have comment. We're good. I said it was a motion deck, and I don't love those. I don't feel like I have enough control in those games. Alright, 1 net damage, viral weaponization. Let's go! We know they drew an IPO. 2 credits means that we do have to respect things like, it's largely Yagura that does the damage. Pop is fine. Cortex Lock is an issue. Yeah, maybe we Isla for Diesel here. Yeah, whatever. We'll Isla for... we can draw once first. Gets a credit. Ooh, it's spicy. You're 1 in a million? I put motion for tempo, not head games. Hell yeah! I think we're going to do it for tempo. We'll get the Diesel out. So we Diesel, hopefully we draw into another event. That's the compile we need. This puts it on the bottom of the deck, which means we can SMC it out, which is pretty great. But now we can use Comet to exclusive party. We want to keep one of these in hand for sure, because next turn we'll play it. We can consider running HQ here. It's relatively bad. If we lose this, we have no barrier breaker. We have to use Angolo, which isn't the worst. I think we can just draw once. We have more money than they do. And the levy actually is pretty good. Actually pretty scary. I don't know if we're going to have to levy this game, and we know the next 3 cards. Jamming here, 4 credits. I think we can compile this. We'll go server 1. Is that the Rashida? I forget. Click compile on temporary zone to install a program. I did. Do you not work? Why you don't work? Make a run for semi-counter piece of dice. You may search your stack or heap for a program. Okay, I'm just gonna go do it manually. How do you put on bottom though? Oh, okay. Go ahead and fix that. Ah, goofed it. Subliminal messaging is a really fun card. The thing is, it was kind of broken with the combos. Hey, totally. Let's do stack. Cancel. Cancel. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. I paid 1. Take a damage. That's fine. That makes us stronger. I think this is probably Rashida. They can install a card here too. It does 2 damage if it's Cortex Lock. They can't res Komainu. It's probably the other. What is it? I actually don't know what it is. Continue. Sure. Could be just be an Enigma. We have enough money to break most things. It's an Enigma. Hey, let's get our Ngolo out. I don't know if we have enough money for that. So this is 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll lose a click. Then we can't trash anything, which seems like an issue. Yeah, I can't even steal. This is probably stupid. We'll lose a click. Whatever. Oh man, this is bad. Hey, Andre, remember when you freaked out about Byron War Crew being amazing OP? It's probably not terrible. Ah, shit. We can't trash that. Okay, well, Inti's on the bottom of our stack, which means the SMC that we just used. Oh, we misplayed terribly. What are we doing? Oh, man, what are we doing? Indexing looks okay at some point. They have 1 credit. This is going to make them have 4 credits. They couldn't res this before. This costs about 8 credits. I think this is a DNA checker. And it's going to actually break our indexing, so, okay. Oh man, that's bad. Yeah, we can still break this, you're right, with Ngolo. So we can still get on the server. Alright, so they have 4 credits. There's actually a chance that we diesel. Oh no, now they have 1 billion credits. Never mind. Alright, they're going to show us our hand. Their hand, so we know. We're going to miss out 2 cards, but that's actually pretty good. 3 unit damage is kind of bad. And they have a Nancy Cortex Lock IPO Kikugo, so we know they have a lot of stuff that's going to be hard to deal with. Okay. So it looks like we're just going to have to build up here. I still think we're kind of favored. I think we're just going to click for 3. Then we have to throw out a card. I don't think we want to throw out a card. We have the nanotech under here, which is really expensive, but we can always just like stim hack with Ngolo and generally get through 3 ice. Or 2 ice. If one of them is a code gate, right? Notoriety also has some value if we steal a 2-pointer and then we just run every central server. I think we just need money. I'll throw out the Maker's Eye. Yikes. Double Anansi is not super fun, you're right. And they can always install it. So this is an unknown card. That's an oh, that's a code replicator and another Rashida. Which seems like it could be easily an issue. Alright, we could Dirty Laundry Archives. That's generally pretty bad, though. Like, anything that makes us run is really bad, because we have to eat an Anansi on the way. If we play this, we don't get any other notoriety value, unless we're going to play this into, like, indexing, which seems pretty rough. Because we only have 9 credits, so we have to get through 2 big ice, and we have no nanotech installed. I think we just click for money. That's the thing about this deck. Like, if you can't run, a lot of its economy is tied up in like run econ or things that have to make you interact, I guess, if you want to like do this for value. We can draw again, but then we throw out a card. I don't think the Dirty Laundry is that good though. Oh fuck. Like we could do this and then they just res a Cortex Lock, which is bad. Again, Employee Strike is so good in this matchup. So good against Mitsi Mikundo. Like so much of their power is tied up in Employee Strike. I still think we have a chance of winning. Do you think that Mati is an ID cool or just not fun enabler? I think it's cool. Yo, what? Oh fuck, they hit our indexing. And our notoriety. Ah shit. It's interesting. Yeah, we can use Ngolo. It's kind of expensive though. Like we're gonna spend at least 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 credits to break a Anansi, which is not really sustainable. But we can use Ngolo. Why didn't comment Dirty Laundry into Archives? Because then they res a Cortex Lock, right? Because they can install a card, and then they install the Cortex Lock, hell, even the Anansi, and then we're spending more money than they are. Which is bad. That's a good card. We're going to just keep saying event. We got a Deuces Wild. So we can play Deuces Wild and hopefully play like the last sure gamble off of it. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Draw 2 cards first. That's really bad. At least we're not going to be missing with Oracle May. We have no comet value this turn. We could comet R&D. Or Archives, mind you. That's really bad. And multi-axis cards, we have 1 index. No, we have no multi-axis left anymore until we levy. And we can't levy because we lost our levy and lost our same old thing. We lose if we don't get into this remote. think we have to do this. Oh, we have a levy. Excuse me. We can lose it right here. Your levy's right there in your hand. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's not lose the levy here. Seems good. This is a code replicator, so we're going to have to go get through it twice. So we only have one subroutine here. That's pretty good for us. They can install a card and make us code replicate it. I think we're going to be able to get through just about anything, though. Actually, no. It's tricky with this, because we can't get through a sentry twice. And if that's no Bacata, we lose. The thing is, if they res Golo and the code replicator, it's like, what, 10 credits? So they don't have enough to score. So that's okay. Levy's in hand. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, continue. For sure. So let's see what it is. Oh. So we have to get through this twice, which means we can't steal Obakata. So we lose. We knew they had this too. Yeah, we have to get through this twice. They have 3 credits. Ah, that looks like it's GG. We'll go for it anyways, though. But we probably lose right here. Didn't lose levy. Double comment loss. That's great. So they're going to trash the code replicator, so we hit this again. So we did a lot of damage on this thing. And now we can't steal that, and that's game. Unless it's an NGO front. Oh, fantastic. We're still in it. And we didn't lose our levy. Unless we lose it to the brain damage right here. Damn, we're good. Rused. Totally rused. That's fine. I think we actually levy. We just straight levy. Still have the nanotech underneath here. I think we just levy. Well, let's first do this. Got a stim hack. Draw. Levy. Hell yeah. Oh, these are so good right now. Nicely done, Oscar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not scared about this. Could easily be another Rashida. We've only seen one. I think we knew that they drew another. We have some pretty good targets next turn. We do have a comment right here, though, so we could just go cycle the exclusive party, which seems okay. And the nanotech in here is actually a real big bummer. Nanotech's actually pretty good against, as long as there's 3 ice on the server, it's actually really good. Might as well just cycle this. We're going to have to discard a card. That's the issue. We can play around Cortex Lock by installing this. It's only so good, though. Whatever, it's better than anything else we have. Yeah, Levy Hope for an event, I think, is totally right. And there's the Rashida. So they can easily jam in this remote. It's really hard to steal Nobakata, but luckily we have double Diesel. Like, we can do Diesel Comet, Diesel Run. Celebrity Gift. Oh, show us what you got. They're going to hide 1 card, though. That's a big deal. Anansi, GLC, green level clearance, scarcity, and a Surveyor. And Surveyor is actually pretty good against Nanotech. And they green level clearance throwing out 1 card. Okay. Or actually, we're a pretty efficient deck. And I think we just installed the nanotech so that we have no MU. I think we'll actually use the diesels here. Actually, probably best to do this first. Yeah, this is more. Fuck. We could play this. We don't want card draw, though. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, I don't think we want card draw. Okay, we're just not going to get comet value this turn. That seems like a mistake, though. MU. Oh, no. Wait, this is fine, though. Oh, this is a 2 MU card. Okay, so we're not able to play around. Actually, we could just pay 2 credits. Hold on. Hold on. We're just going to pop this first to install the misdirection so we don't draw it. It costs us 2 credits, but it means we never have to deal with Cortex Lock, and that's pretty good. Red should play scarcity because of full hard to strike. Yeah, totally. Strike actually turns them off, so they're going to keep that in hand. I think they should just play it now. They know this deck only runs 3 resources, though, so it's not that great. But it's something. So this is a dead card. I think actually Dirty Laundry is probably the worst one. It's hard to get value runs in this game. If they want a non-tier archives, it's okay. It might be, but we need our nanotech down first. Actually, maybe not even. Do you think Rimmer Mill is better positioned than meta than Employee Strike? No. Nearly, but no. Employee Strike is just too good against Mati. It's too good against Asmari. It's too good against Paulina. It's too good against Titan. It's too good against... It's the best current. It's too good against way too much stuff. I'm missing some too. It's too good against controlling a message. It's pretty good against Asa. It's not too good. It's good, great against CI, of course. Isn't Ngolo better for Anansi? It probably is. Let's find an indexing. Wow, we missed again. That's really hard on. It's great against Scorpios. Thank you. Against Blue Sun, which is not very popular. It's also very good. I think we want money more than we want Diesel because we want this for the turn that we run this. So I don't want to play this Diesel. I'll just draw. There we go. Okay, now what the fuck do we do? 28 credits though. I think they just jam into archives. Here we go. Maker's Eye is pretty good too. If we dirty laundry, they spend more money than we do. This might be a mistake. Rumor Mill is still pretty good though. There's a lot of unique assets that are pretty great. Maybe Hacktivist is better. I don't know. I don't know if they've been typing. I think this is actually just busted. It's an Anansi. Okay, so we can break this for a lot of money with this, or we can go ahead and just make it 2. So this was a mistake. Luckily, they put an Anansi here, which is better than an R&D. So it's a code gate, match strength, break 3. That's pretty shitty. We get an Axis, though. Good for us. I've been slotting 1 Paul Up in my decks. I think Paul Up is probably just better. Like, if you play Paul Up, Rumor Mill is less great. Axis is a bunch of cards. They threw out Scarcity. They threw out as Imani Sanai. That's 4 influence. Good to know. Oh, this is also a hell of a card. This card was ruining this deck when I played against Controlling the Message. It was just hard, way too hard to deal with. We'll gain a credit. We can throw out that because we have 4 hand size and it's not a particularly good card. So if we are worried they're gonna jam in Obokata, we just do distant to this. I think we have to run this. We've only seen 1 NGO from. We have to run that. Here we go. Event. This will work out. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we have enough cards. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 in hand. This might not be the right ordering. Eight in hand. We could consider gambling first and running this remote. It seems right. I don't think we have enough credits. Puts us on 7. I think 7's exactly all we need. Maybe if they triple Kakugo it, our math is wrong. Hit exclusive party, that's acceptable. This is only 1, because we ran last click. Value. This is another one. We'll go through it twice. Just to hit an NGO front, it's fine. We have a limited amount of cards though, it's like totally true. But like we're only paying 3 cards and we can still steal Obokata. There's a chance we win. I think it's an NGO front. Oh yeah, we have to get through this. If it's another Kakugo, we look dumb. Sure, continue. Alright, it's a big boy. Luckily we're well positioned. By well positioned, not that well positioned. Match strength of Surveyor, that's not right. Oh, that's actually right, huh? Okay. Still one of the better options in the game. It's an NGO front. They have what they call a scoring window. There's a chance also we just win. Nanotech is pretty good. Oh yeah, they needed to do that on the Surveyor, not the Kakugo. Oh, we got it. Oh man, yeah, good game. Yeah, probably. Yeah, totally. Hitting the Surveyor twice is GG. Oh man, what's the chance that you have to play Pipeline with some bullshit to make it really high strength so it keeps its strength? Because they goofed that. Like they definitely should have made us code replicate to go through this twice, which is obviously untenable. At that point though, we would have saved money and we would have just done the trace. Actually, I don't even think that saves money. So they misplayed that. They totally should have had that game. Dean Lister Pipeline, exactly. That's what you need. You need something that retains strength because people are making you hit that a couple of times. But yeah, we played the card draw right. We knew we needed exactly 7 cards for that. There was a chance that we needed 8 cards for that. We also could consider stim hacking that instead of sure gambling. That's actually probably correct, considering that gives us 4 more extra credits, and that's probably just what we needed for that. So we did misplay. If instead of sure gamble we stim hacked that remote, we actually would have been able to deal with their code replicated Surveyor. So we also misplayed. So yeah, The new Sentry Breaker is more efficient for Surveyor than at every strength. Ika? Ika might be. You gotta move Ika around. No. It's just as bad as Nanotech. You save 1 credit, but it's 2 for 3 strength. This is 3 for 2 strength, so it's comparable. So this we would have to pay with Ika. How much would we have to pay? 8? So we pay 2 for 6. It's 1 credit cheaper Ika. Yeah. Yeah. Dean Lister, though, on its own, you don't even need. Yeah, you're right. You don't need Pipeline. Spearfishing is lovely. Sort of. Against specifically this on the inside, yeah, Spearfishing is good. But, yeah, Dean Lister on its own would be good. That being said, we have no hand size. So, whatever. Alright, let's get one more game in. I hope this is a quick one. It's 11:30. Oh, that's not right. If you're just tuning in, my name's Andre. How's it going? We're playing a big boy deck. Seemed good, though. Once we were running, like, our economy was pretty good. Our card draw was unstoppable. We had ways to contest the remote every turn. We didn't misplay that, though. We definitely should have stim hacked that. Ooh, sports medal. This is also the 100% the reason why you should be playing ShadowNet, which we're not. I'm hitting the bed. Good night, Andre. Everyone. Hey, Dite. Thanks so much for dropping by. We got Picker and VRAM. Escher is really good. Definitely Comet's the best, and second best is Symmetrical Visage. I don't actually think we want a breaker down there. It's easier to get it off of SMC, so I think we're going to go ahead and take the Mad Dash. Let's hustle, team. They're coming at us 110% intensity. This hand is not great. We want to open up with a sure gamble because not only do we have the Comet, but we have the Comet. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, I let Rare Shade. That she is. Best of luck. Have fun. Thanks for the game. Hey, Grown. Thanks for the game too. What's the misplay on your side? Yeah, so we ran that remote server, and if you had done properly like the code replicator thing, we would have had if instead of playing Sure Gamble Run, we stim hacked the remote, we would have the extra credits we would need to double break the Surveyor. So the Sure Gamble was definitely wrong when we had stim hack in hand. So we would have enough. So if you played properly and we misplayed like we did, we would have been punished. So if we play Sure Gamble and then install our Comet, we don't get the value because it's the first time we play event. So I think we're going to keep one in our hand for next turn. This could easily be the 0-2. It could be a 3-1. There's a lot of things that this could be. Oh, why did we do that? We have another in hand. What are we doing? Hold on. Yeah, that was straight dumb. We definitely want to play the Sure Gamble first, though. What are we doing? This is a good card, though. I'll install that. But the thing is, if we install that, we can't play this next turn. So I think we'll wait. We'll add it to hand, though. It's a good card. And we can put this down and threatens Clot. I guess. Why don't you ever use Expose on Deuce's Wild to check for, like, NGO friend? Deuce's Wild Artem only exposes ice. It specifically says expose an ice, make a run. You'll see that Nels Anderson's version of this deck has an infiltration, which is kind of cool. It helps with that. You can even same old thing infiltration sometimes in a pinch. You have 11 credits. Denying this seems okay, but I think we'll be able to eclipse their money at some point. All right, let's get some value here. I think it makes sense always to build script first, but there's nothing better than gamble. I think you always want to draw first, though. Ooh, double gamble is pretty good. We'll draw, get a credit. Ooh, Oracle Maze is perfect too, but we don't need to play it this turn. Now we might as well. Doesn't spoil too much. In our hand, we have Mad Dash, a dead card, and what might be a dead card until they play Jinja. So let's go ahead and set it up. So bad cards to hit. All of our breakers, we do have a compile in hand, which is pretty great. We have one more comment, 2 more self-modifying codes. And we can run this remote relatively well. They're just going to IPO up there at 18 credits. Trashing this seems bad now. So we'll do her first, say event. We got it. We got an indexing. They know we have an indexing too, which is the biggest deal. So in theory, we could self-modifying code indexing into Mad Dash. I think that's a play that we want to do. Let's draw first. Got the misdirection in hand. Not going to matter in this matchup, I don't think. I think we want to play the Sure Gamble with something else that's good. I don't think we're going to do Sure Gamble indexing this turn. They have 18 credits. I don't want to spend all our money on ice. Don't like Test Run. It's not our deck list, but I think Compile is probably better than Test Run. Because does Test Run get from the heap? Maybe it does. Compile's better, though, than Test Run. This makes a run. And that's really good, that the fact that we can play like sure gamble and then do this instead of being test run then click for run. I guess you could do test run dirty laundry, but that's way too expensive. I'll add the mad dash so we can prep. If we draw, we have to play a card, but we can just throw this one out. We didn't comment that turn. Test run does get from heap, yeah, sure. So that's not bad, but I like the fact that this runs and it's a credit cheaper. Oh, double advance. Single advance. Ooh, draw last click. Okay, so we can definitely run this. I think I like to run that. I think we'll dirty laundry it as well. The problem is as soon as we use our self-modifying code, it's out. Putting on top, you're right, putting on top is actually pretty good for Orokome. I do like the efficiency on this card though, it's pretty wild. So in theory we could sure gamble, compile this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If we lose our Angola to Orokome, we look real dumb. I think we're gonna do it. Server 2. So we only click on this once we encounter the ice. So we don't have to do it yet. This is an, what's it called? Oh, it's Fairchild. So we can actually just click through that and not use the compile. That means we can't steal the 5-3 if they're playing it. Otherwise, I gotta think. Angolo, thinking. What's the math on Angola? We have to break 5 strength, 3 subs. I think we're well positioned. Oops. I think if we click for credits, we come out on top. So this is, we're gonna install for free, which is great, and we pay 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's probably worth it. Okay. Stack, Angolo. 2, 3, 4. We can actually trash something, but that doesn't seem good. So we'll access. I like the money. I like the clicks. This might actually be an enforcement. It's just a single NGO, so okay. This goes on bottom of our stack. That's good. It means that we can't hit it with Orokome, which is actually kind of the biggest deal that we had. We also know that they're not playing Global Food Initiative, which is a pretty good deal too. So let's hit event here. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. We'll draw also for more money. Such value, huh? Such value. And we can set up next turn. We do this into this just to run anything. And we probably just want money at this point. Because we have that Mad Dash Index in combo. It's a really good combo. We also know we can always click through this. We also know they're probably on a lot of one-pointers, which is an issue. I do like the single NGO front a fair bit. Alright. No rush. I think our economy holds up a bit better than theirs. Event. Oh, we got the party. Party time. Oh! Click to draw one. But luckily, click to draw one and gain a credit. Inti coming down is good. They don't run a lot of cheap barriers, so this is not going to get us that far. But at least we didn't trash it. Gives us some flexibility. What do we do here? Exclusive party. So we could draw once with this. It's good to have this in hand. It's a good card. We just want money. Because we're going to have to contest a remote relatively soon. Party time all the time, yeah. The first one feels bad. Third one starts to feel good. Third or fourth one. If you're playing build script, right? And like, you know, 6 cards for this thing. This thing is basically 0. Oh, they're going for the big server. The Escher has value this game. We have Escher value. Put this on HQ. Put the surveyor somewhere else, you know. Let's call an event. Alright, we hit a comet. Good. Actually probably wanted to draw first. Running archives is for value. Not the most exciting. 21 credits to 20 credits. No points, no points. We probably want to make them res ice before we contest the remote. We don't want to spend all our money. We have a nanotech somewhere. We have enough MU to get this one down too, which is great. We'll draw once. We have a play for next turn. Let's get this down. We could actually expose with the Deuces Wild. It's probably not terrible. We might actually make a run. Alright. Okay. Game time, huh? We want to make them spend money on this remote. So, if we want to click through this, we want to expose one of these. I'm pretty sure one of these is going to be a Turing. That means we draw guards. What do we want to do here? Get credits? Get 1 credit is probably not that good. So I think we draw 2. Make a run. What do we do? We want to be able to click through this if we can. It saves us a fair bit of money. Actually, no, we don't want to click through this anymore because this is easily the 5-3 because we know they're not on food. If it's an NGO front, which they only have one left, it'd be pretty good if they resed ice. I want to find that surveyor, because then we can Escher it well. So I don't care about running first click, which means we'll get an event. All right, they know we have indexing. We don't have a play here. We could mad dash it. It's too high risk. I think Stim Hack is one of their better draws. We have 3 and 21. Exposing this ice has some value. Deuces into Escher. I only want to Escher once they res the ice when we find out what it is, because I don't want to like fuck up and Escher wrong. Like Escher's still good at any point in the game. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. So we could draw 2, gain 3. Well, that worked out. We could just Stim Hack this. I like Stim Hacking this. We're going to lose 2 cards here, but whatever. Indexing might be good. Yeah, they could be too low on credits. Oh, man. It looks like we're just going to get a free Angolo. They're not resing anything. Oh, double Fairchild. All right. Luckily, breaking for 5 is really not that bad at all. This deck even could consider, I think, if they're running that many Stim Hacks, they could consider running a study guide. So if we want to spread these out, we could with the Escher. We got through most of that. But not that expensive. Fucking double NGO front, huh? So we used all our Stim Hack money. We could consider installing our nanotech before we lose it, but really, what does it matter? We lose the Deuces Wild, which sucks. Oh, we have a click left. Oh, lovely. And that gets us into their compile if we do this with a nanotech. They must be on a lot of 1-pointers. I think we just poke HQ here. Oh, Biotic. Ooh. Okay, indexing Mad Dash seems really good. That's just a blank Vitruvius. They can get 2 credits back. Means fast advance for 5. It's not terrible. They did. I do like indexing Mad Dash. But no reason why we don't do this first unless we hit it. Okay, that's good. Alright, we can even do indexing the Maker's Eye if that's better. Maybe we win. Let's find out. 15 credits isn't that many credits. It's a Meridian! Fuck! That's really expensive for us to break. I think we take it. We'll take it. That's too expensive for us to break. High strength barriers are ours. Puts us in -1 agenda points. Hopefully we'll balance out here. Oh, good. They have no more money. We break through that for 7. Could be worse. Okay, well that's really good. Question is, do we... I don't think we Mad Dash this, because Mad Dash is another agenda in our score area, which is really bad. I think we just Dirty Laundry this, or sorry, Maker's Eye this. Do we want to trash a Maryland on the way down? We definitely don't want to steal the domestic sleepers. Oh wait, we gotta redo that, because we don't want to steal the sleepers. That seems better, because we're gonna access 3 cards. That was a lot of our money, though. Remember, they can draw. They can draw. I forgot they can draw. There's no way around that, though. I think they want money when they're at 4. Let's see if they draw. If they draw, we run HQ last click. They drew. Okay. That means that we don't hit the domestic sleepers, right? Fuck, it means we hit the domestic sleepers. Oh, man. That's fine. Yeah, Shadow Knight would be really good. So I think we run HQ here. Fuck. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, that's terrible. So this becomes another negative agenda. Toll Booth. Oh, wow. So they're going to get 6 credits next turn. This is going to fire. They know there's agenda in hand. They know there's 2 Maryland in hand. So anything they put in the remote server seems pretty bad. What agenda was that? It was a Vitruvius, right? That's scary. Oh, we got destroyed. You know what? The right play, yeah, we played it totally wrong. The right play was put the top card, the 4th card, and the 5th card. Oh, we played really stupidly. At least we learned that. That was totally a misplay. I think we're okay, though. Yeah, I think Shadow Net's probably very playable in most meta decks. I was trying to match up against Sports Metal all yesterday. Yeah, you have that Shadow Net, so good. Like, we get rid of this, gain 9, gain 9, gain 9. Like, it's insane. Shadow Net is really good. And even in other matchups, it's not bad. Like, Shadow Net's not only a win more card, sometimes it's a lose less card, and that's really important. Like, get rid of a shitty 1-point agenda just to gain 9 credits. Sometimes that's all you need. Or play a stim hack or whatever. So this could be a Maryland. It could be double Maryland. Oh, fuck. Okay. Can we run everything? No. Notoriety is also really bad. We're on one shit agenda point. I think that's a Vitruvius. We could do run, run, run. A Dirty Laundry would be really good. I think we have 2 more. This draws us a card. Gains us 3 credits? Not a lot of value here. We could stim hack the remote, actually. It's probably fine. If there's a Maryland in there, we feel dumb. Worst case, we install the nanotech, but I think we're going to use our money here. Marathon must be fun with Comet. Yeah, Marathon would be really good right now. I just don't think there's enough Acid decks. Like, that card's a win more card, too. Like, you need to be very far ahead for that to be good. Comet trigger? Oh, thank you. Ooh, it's a gatekeeper. It's a big code gate. Luckily, we deal with big code gates relatively well. It's only 3 credits, or 4 credits. We don't want to end the run. This is fine. Yeah, we messed up that. Why the plus click? Didn't click comment. Yeah, we forgot the comment trigger there. Alright. So we're going to have to break on this run 1 copy. And now this is a 0 strength code gate, which isn't that bad. We also could consider trashing some of our installed cards. Doesn't seem like the right play. It's just cheaper to pay 1. Thank you, Groin, yeah. So we got the Vitruvius. They can do something here. We have 3 agenda points. We are so weak to that. Oh, we lost the indexing. We have another one. This is double Maryland now. We know that for sure. We could consider running HQ here. They drew 2 cards. It seems okay. We're going to have 3 cards in hand, though. It's not like we can play any of these cards. I don't want a Mad Dash, though. I don't even know what we throw out. This combo seems really good. Sometimes we win. Man, the mind games are really good. We'll go HQ for a single. Hopefully we don't hit another domestic sleepers. It's a game changer. Holy shit, we trashed that. Why can't it let us trash that? Trash for 2. RFG, kindly. It doesn't let me trash it. Oh, it should RFG. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they ruled on it, but that card should remove itself from the game because it says when trash removed from game. Am I wrong about that? This card says remove game changer from the game instead of trashing it. Yeah. So I'll pay 2 to get that out of the game. Seems like a way that we lose. Now we're playing the non-clot variant. Alright, so it looks like it's out of the game. We have to throw out a card. I think the Levy's probably the worst card here. We're going to have to play it for sure, but we can always same old thing it. It's safe in there unless they play Arc Lockdown. I don't think it's been ruled, but it seems to me like this card should trash itself. I don't think that's right. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. Because it says remove the game changer from the game instead of trashing it. It doesn't seem attached to it. It doesn't say only if played. It's kind of like Maryland campaign, you know? If Maryland campaign is trashed, may shuffle it. How do we know that? What the fuck is this? I don't know. You think FFG goofed the text? Well, I'm not sure. I'm going to play it the way it says. It's a separate sentence, so I think it trashes itself. Let's find another event we can double play before we play the diesel. Oh, double diesel, huh? Trashing this actually has some value. Event text removed from game. No line break. Yeah, maybe no line break is actually the most compelling point. This is going to be bad if we don't draw in a gamble. Okay. Well, that's kind of bad. We could dirty laundry this to trash it. Seems kind of bad. We might just want dirty laundry for value. We don't want to run through this. We'll dirty laundry for value. I don't know what this is. It might actually be an agenda. If it's a double, this is probably a second Maryland. I think this is an agenda. It's probably a 0-2. This also could easily be a Giardarno. I'll just take the 3 credits here. I heard Maryland only gets shuffled installed, but when the text is active. Yeah, it's only when it's rezzed, because the text isn't active. But operations have text. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Fucking song is for 4 sucks. They're probably only running Architect and Surveyor, so it's not even that good. I guess Surveyor is better. I think it's a play effect like Levy. Yeah. It's another Maryland. I think you might be right. That's maybe the, hyperextension. So they're going to get 5 credits when they score that. Not too bad at all. So you're playing the operation card, text isn't active when it gets trashed? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think we only have events left in our deck. Maybe we have one more copy of Comet. That's good. That's a play. We can probably try winning off of this. Again, we still need a lot of agenda points. Let's go. Okay. What's the chance by the end of the game we have no hand size? That was a good click. That's what a good click looks like. We could consider indexing into Mad Dash. Then we're not going to have a lot of money, but we do have this burst economy, so I don't feel bad about it. We have to use 2 cards anyways, so whatever. Man, if we actually had in this deck, instead of Angolo, which is a flexible card considering we're bad at barriers, but if we had a copy of, what's it called? A study guide, we'd actually be pretty good. Hyperloop Research Grant. Alright, so we can steal one of them. I think we definitely want to steal the Research Grant. It puts us on 4 agenda points. We don't want a Mad Dash unless it wins us the game. We can put Hyperloop 2 down. Still doesn't win us the game. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, we're just gonna reset this. So we want to put Fairchild 3 at the bottom, probably. Adonis. Whatever. Oh, wait, no, we don't play this. What are we doing? Stay on page. Sorry, undo, click. Yeah, we definitely don't play that unless it wins us the game. Oh, we throw a card out, though. This is not that good. It draws us the rest of our deck. What's in there? No sure gambles. I don't even know if it's that good. Yeah, we'll throw it out. Going to few credits sucks, though, but if they think they can beat the remote, we can stem hack it. It's intentionally worded different than Levy. Yeah. Let's see what they do if they draw or they gain credits. I think they don't want to gain credits. They have enough credits. Maybe they can game changer and win out this turn. Again, we don't have a Clot version. Not like Clot's particularly good, though, because we only have no SMC and like 3 cards in stack. Okay, of course. Intentional is a big word when speaking FFG rules. Yeah, you can never know. Sometimes they rule things totally differently. I'll be interested to see, though, if this doesn't get removed from the game. They drew 2 cards, so they drew Adonis and Hyperloop, I think. Oh, we got to throw out a card. This is probably not good enough. This gains us like 5 credits. It seems a lot better. These cards seem more important. Actually, this is not important. That's wrong. Yeah, Diesel's better, because we're going to Levy anyways before we play that Mad Dash. This is probably a Hyperloop. This is probably an Adonis. This is, I don't fucking know. We might as well Diesel. Actually, we can Oracle May. Probably get more money. Nice, notoriety. 5, 6. Oh, Mad Dash, actually notoriety can win the game. Okay, let's get the most money that we can squeeze out of our deck. Oh, game 5. The dream. So we can do the same old thing, Levy, but then we're going to throw out a bunch of cards. We're going to throw out a lot of cards. So we might as well just squeeze all the efficiency out. This is, we can do this next turn. We can just click for credit. We throw a card out, though. I don't think we're going to notoriety this turn. If we knew what was in our deck too, we could have figured out that we were going to draw into deuces and we didn't need the diesel. Oh, maximum party town is correct. Can't draw either. We lost the credit there. Maybe we wanted to play that. Yeah, probably playing that is also correct. Also, if we same old thing levy right now, we lose a click of efficiency. So I don't think we play any of these. That means we just play this. It's like clicking for a credit. We're gonna throw it out anyways. Then we can just expose an ice, right? That's a toll booth. Okay. Pretty sure this is an Adonis. Don't think we need to trash it. No. We'll gain a credit. Next turn we'll levy and then hopefully gamble out of it. Gotta go to work, chill stream. Hey Majukas, thanks so much for dropping by. Have a good time at work. Yeah, if we lose this Arc Lockdown, we'll look really silly, but hopefully we can win with just these breakers and maybe this. Who knows? If we get one agenda, this wins. Sometimes. And I think they're going to... Oh. Oh. Look, they can fast events out 4 points from hand. It's not that hard with Game Changer. Okay, now they only have to fast advance 3 points. We could lose this turn. Let's go get our levy. Yeah, I think we just want to play this for value. They have 21 credits. I don't think there's anything we can stop them with. They need 8 for this. But like fast break gets them a lot of credits here. I think we can just cycle our deck. This actually gives us the most money. We just want money. Money and multi-access. So we'll hit event here. Got the gamble. I think we just play gamble straight up. This is worse than any of the other options we have. We actually were really lucky that we drew into this. And I think this is a 1-pointer. I think this is another grant. It also could be, not grant, it's another Meridian Hyperloop extension. Hopefully we draw into indexing. And now I think there's like 2 whiffs in our deck, or there's actually 5 whiffs on Oracle May. There's 3 self-modifying codes and 2 comments. If you're reading on RFG is right, wouldn't levy be RFG'd when you lose it to damage? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's I think the most convincing point, apathy. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We need cards. We got the notoriety. We do have the notoriety. We can't play it this turn. So I think we need to get a single access here. I think we run HQ. That's an archer. Oh, oh baby. I think we want them to res the archer. This would be 3 strength, so we have to pay 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or we can pay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, fuck it. We'll find the archer. Toll booth is 7 each, so you need 21 8 to index dash. Yeah, more if we want a notoriety through all this. All right, so that actually cost them a point. 4 strength. Make code gate. 3. You can gain 2. So here, what do we pay? We paid 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would have been 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's cheaper. It's a toll booth. Okay, well, I feel like we've invested too much here. We're gonna have to access. Sunk cost fallacy. Single access. It's a gatekeeper. Scary piece of ice, huh? This gives us a credit and a draw. Same thing as playing the symmetrical visage, so why not do both? And we have the indexing. So there's a chance that we can do diesel into indexing, into run this, into run this, into... Oh, we want to run this one twice. Fuck. So we have to do like... Oh, that's going to be really hard. That's some really spicy ice, but this is a really good piece of ice. It's only 2 influence. So what do we do here? We have to throw out one of these cards. Stem hack is really good, but it's really bad with notoriety because we can lose it. It's really good on the return indexing, though, if we see a 2-pointer. Actually, we need a 3-pointer. So there's a big chance that we're going to have to do all of this. That means that the notoriety is worse, the stem hack is worse, the diesel's worse. Do we just diesel? Because what's our turn here? Our turn is, we know that we're going to spend a lot of money on this, right? So we need to indexing to mad dash. So I think we actually just want a diesel. I did not even consider that. Indexing, Maker's Eye actually might be better than indexing considering we don't want to run twice. Yeah, that makes it easier for us to play everything else. We want a card draw card in our hand. I guess a card draw card is that. What does this give us? This gives us a draw and 3 credits, which actually seems not that much better than Oracle May, so I'll throw it out. There's a chance that we can play all this in one turn. What's on an NVRAM? That's a good question, actually. Oh, a Comet and an Escher. Escher doesn't matter that much, but the Comet means that we have one bad draw with Oracle May, so that's actually pretty good for us. There's the Meridian, the Hyperloop extension. So they score, they can just score out, what's it called, from hand, which they can game change an SSL from hand, so I think we might have to react this turn. Alright, so if we play Oracle May, we can't Notoriety, but I don't think we have any other option. We could Stim Hack here. Thinking. No, we don't want to Stim Hack, we want to Maker's Eye it. So we just have to hope we don't lose this turn. Oh, there's no way that we're playing this optimally. Another Stim Hack is pretty good. Draw off with Baby. The same old thing, what does that get us? Gets us some assurance. Oh boy. Escher means you can replace something on a central with a 0 strength gatekeeper while doubling as an HQ run on notoriety turn though. Well, that's true. It's not. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, you're right. There's a chance, but paying 3 credits here to get an access, so that's true. It's actually cheaper if we get 3 credits to do that there. But I think we want as many accesses as we can get. I don't actually know if saving credits, paying 3 credits to save, which actually, like we don't save that many credits. We pay 3 to get this here, the gatekeeper here, and this is 2 to break, while this is only 3 to break. So it actually doesn't make sense. I think the Escher's dead, let alone the click to draw it. I think we just have to hope we don't lose right here. The only problem too is that, like if we fucking hell. Oh no. If we Maker's Eye this, they only have 12 cards in R&D. If we Stim Hack this, which we don't, this has a chance of hitting the thing. So we know this is going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 2 credits left, which means we can't break anything. Do we run this remote? There's no way that they jam into this remote. We can get into this remote. Yo, Marc-Andre, how's it going? How do we not lose? Clot would be so good, but they're installing stuff. So there's one more Vitruvius, but like with Game Changer, they can score anything. I don't think, if they have a Game Changer in hand, they don't jam. Oh man. The Maker's Eye is probably our best bet. Does that change anything? No. Running through the server twice is too expensive. We could Stim Hack this. Yeah, I think we have to Stim Hack HQ for value. If we get an agenda, we go up to like 5, 6 points. Then we can run this, I don't think we can do anything here. I think we just get a lucky single access. Like I think our best play is like gain 2, Maker's Eye. That's good. We can Maker's Eye. If that fails, we Stim Hack HQ. Yeah, okay. This is probably one of our better plays. We're gonna see another Meridian. Just you wait. Oh wow. Okay. We're gonna start trashing one of our cards. It's probably not worth the credit at this point in the game because maybe we don't even win. Hold on, we could have jacked out there. They have to give us time. Oh wait, hold on. We could have jacked out there. You knew that was a total booth. Gotta do the math. No worries. Alright. So we know that's a toll booth, which means this costs us 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs us 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can't break. So we definitely jack out here. Nothing but code gates. Yeah, Guardian Blade would have been so better. So much better. No, we continue past this ice, but you can jack out on the approach. Like, you can pass an ice and still jack out. 3. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no, we definitely jack out. We just can't make it in. So we could consider stem hacking HQ for a single. Yeah, that's a lot of booths. Can't believe they're playing that many booths. Can't believe they have so much money. I think it's because we didn't contest this shit. Like, we gave him, what, 3 full Marylands and Adonis? I think this is another Adonis for what it's worth. So we could consider Comet into stem hack HQ. This costs 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So -9. We're going to lose it anyways. Yeah, fuck it. This doesn't make us win a lot of the time, but it feels good. It's a single access for 2 credits. This is probably wrong. Now, I know it doesn't make sense because it's not an event, but like, man, stem hack is good with turning wheel. We're going to go ahead and lose 3 credits there and just break for 3 more. So I think we only paid, what, 4 credits for this access? It's trash one program, lol. Alright, there's no way we win on this. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, 2 credits doesn't really matter. Biotic labor, fuck. Okay, we probably lose. We lost to SMC, that's the best loss. It's Adonis, we called that correctly. I think we probably lose here. Game Changer, like, they could just play Game Changer and then draw, Biotic, score from hand. Like, there's no way we don't lose this turn. 26 credits, Game Changer put them down to 20. They can Biotic, draw like 5. Still probably fast advance. They could draw into another Biotic. Like, it's... I don't see how we don't lose when they only have 10 cards in R&D. Man, if you just play... Like, they have no way to deal with it, but if you just play the Shadow Net... Oh my god. 6. We'd be at 6 points. How do they not win? Maybe they don't have a Game Changer in hand. Damn. How do they not win? Oh, we missed. It's pretty bad. Okay, it's gonna hard to play double events since we have 2 hand size, so we're just gonna go play this. Oh man, we're good. Damn, we're good. 16 credits. Do you know what's better than 16 credits? 17 credits. They need a 5-3 to win? Yeah, it's super easy for them to fast advance to 5-3 though. Like, they play Game Changer. They have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clicks. And a Biotic. Like, no, they can do it. They have the archive memories, but Andre bamboozled. Yeah, maybe we cheated out. They should have this in their archives. Do we run archives or we click for credit? I think we click for credit. We can same old thing Maker's Eye. That was one of our better plays, but we lost our single same old thing, so we have no more recursion. If we draw, we throw it out. So it's either credit or run archives. We could also run HQ. I think run HQ is probably the best, but it's way too expensive. How many more stim hacks do we have? 1. Okay. I think we lose. We probably should have made that run on HQ. They could even, in theory, like Biotic out and double install some combination of the 2 research grants if they have it. Yikes. How do they not win? Like, you definitely run 2 of these. They're not running Fast Break, which seems like a huge mistake. Like, Fast Break, Game Changer, they win. Like, Fast Break, they draw their whole deck. What is this? So where's their Giadornos? Let's find a Dirty Laundry. How many Dirty Laundries are in their deck? Because if we play this, we overdraw pretty heavily. We'll play it. Fuck. So what is this? It looks like 2 Marylands. If it's a team sponsorship, it doesn't really matter. 19 credits. We know this is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus credits. I want to see Stimac with a hand size of 0 and go all in for single axis. The problem is the single axis doesn't even win. Yeah, probably give the RFG ruling. Yeah, let's see if that helps them win. Maybe they do have an archive memories in hand. Play 6 Tim hacks in a game. What do we play? 3 so far? Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so what do? This draws us some amount of credits. We played a lot of these in the game, which is pretty cool. Because it's cycles, we're going to throw out a card anyways. I don't want to check them. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think you play one game changer, but maybe they do. They just said they had no recursion. Whatever, we'll play this. Wait, did we comment this turn? No, we forgot to. Alright. I think we just want as much money as we can. We don't want to keep drawing. These 2 cards are like some of the worst that we have. Notoriety actually has like, oh my god, there's no way Notoriety is going to work. I think we throw these out. 2 cards and a credit's not terrible, but this is 2 credits and a card, and I think we need more credits than we need cards. Maybe hopefully we lose right here. Hand size is 2 though, actually. Indexing is never going to be playable. There's no way we run R&D twice. Alright, Maryland. What's the other one? It's not double Maryland? Are you kidding? Are you serious? What? What? What the fuck? They put that naked? Why? That's insane. We do have a Mad Dash in the deck. You are right. We could Mad Dash R&D win 5 cards. They're on 5 points. They have a Biotic, and they definitely have another Vitruvius. So it's this turn or no turn. What the fuck? What's that? They also have no Giordano. We got jigged. What jigs? How's it going? Let's find that Mad Dash. That's not what a Mad Dash looks like. Do we have a Mad Dash in there? Yeah, we do. 1 in 10. We can also Dirty Laundry for money. Oh, we can do that later. Oh, fuck. Go big or go home. 110%. I think we draw for the Mad Dash. Damn. What's going on? Our Mad Dash is 1 in 8. We could just Stim Hack our... We're going to lose cards anyways. It puts us down to 1 hand size, but none of these cards are good. We could Stim Hack R&D. What happens though? We hit a 2-pointer. The best hit is obviously the Vitruvius. It's not in hand because it would have scored it, so we definitely go R&D. Let's go. Comment. That scared me for a second. It's like, wait, we have no clicks. 41 credits for this run. It's going to cost us $1 billion. It's going to cost them for a bit. The lights have turned off. That's a Meridian. We can't take that now. It's just way too damn expensive. Luckily... Yeah, we don't want to be on 3 agenda points after all this work. The lights have turned out. It's late. Match strength. Break code gate. Yeah, we don't want to end the run. I think actually we can trash our Inti to save a credit. How much is the server at this point? I don't want to do the math, I'll be honest. I'll feel bad if we do the math. This is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. It's 23 credits. I can't believe they can afford this. You want to see us hit an SSL? It's a 1 hand size. GG. Oh man, as soon as you trash into, yeah, there's gonna be a vanilla somewhere. Game changer, that's it. Biotic labor. 8 clicks, 7 clicks. Oh no! Why didn't they do that like way earlier? Wait, you had that in hand the whole time? Why didn't they not do that? They didn't top deck that. I don't get what just happened. What just happened? Yeah, why didn't they just do that? No, 5-3. I drew a Maryland, though. On R&D. I didn't trash the Maryland. Oh. It's because they drew 2. Yeah, I forgot they drew 2. Running HQ had some value there. It doesn't win us the game. Oh man, it's 12:16. I haven't had dinner yet. All right. Well, thanks for the game, eh? We got sports medal so hard. If we hit that 1-pointer though, they couldn't have won. That's always the top card. But like, yeah, they need to be playing fast break. Like fast break basically says gain 5 credits. We just need to run. Just run ShadowNet. Just run ShadowNet. If we run ShadowNet, we don't lose. We'd have so much more money. That's all we've learned today, right? It's a cool deck though. It's a really cool deck. Like no other deck can be running that often. No deck has that sort of economy. That's a really strong economy package. Comet's good. Yeah, it's late. The lights turned off on their own. That's what they do. Thanks so much for tuning in. If we didn't say it, this weekend there's regionals in Toronto. Check it out. If you want to contact them, you can reserve a spot. It's $20. It's a 4-1 game starting at 11 o'clock on Saturday. Not actually sure if I'm going to be there anymore. Some things fell through. A lot of Montreal players can't make it, which is pretty shitty. Yo, Eric, how's it going, man? How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the people we played games against. Thanks so much for dropping by. Blue Sun deck undefeated. That's what we learned. Had some actually really wild games tonight. We have to do unboxings for Rain and Reverie. Oh, there's also regionals in New York City this Saturday. Is it in New York City or is it in Rochester? I think it's New York City. Maybe that'll be streamed. We can hope so. So check out for those. I don't even know 401 Games is going to be streamed. Sometimes it is. Maybe 401 streams a lot of their events, actually. VT TV does it. I don't know if they're going to be doing it for that one, though, so I can't do anything. That's largely it. Rain and Reverie unboxing should happen at some point in time this weekend. My brother and family was over, so that took that up. But we'll do that sometime soon. I'm kind of waiting for a UFAC, I'll be honest. It's been a while since, like, I don't know why we don't have a UFAC just yet. Thanks so much for the people we played against. Thanks so much for dropping by. All the people that said hi, all the people in chat. Real big deal. Can you guys link some channels with tournament play? Yeah, totally. Twitch.tv/JodgePeng. Just like Human has some really good tournament play. What else has been coming up? Trace 5. I don't know if that's going to work. Is Christians. From used to be Timor Cast. They're putting out the European Nationals. I think it's a couple data packs behind, but it's really well produced stuff. Neo Red and Grid has stuff too. UFAC is soon, according to Jaco. That's really good to hear, because we probably want that for the regionals on Saturday. There's a lot of stuff Hooded Archer that you can find out. I think those two that I said are pretty great. I hope I'm not missing anyone. That's largely it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a good week. Good luck at the regionals in the Northeast, and if you have them anywhere else. That's all. Have a good night. Ciao.